Hello, 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 hello. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Hello, hello. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Thank you again for joining me. Another wonderful Friday. Happy new month to everyone. And I hope that this will be a very, very good month for us. Month of blessing, month of favor, a month of progression. So thank you for joining me. Let me welcome Adiola. I'm not IoT, I'm Smith Lai. So you can also call me IoT. Don't worry, I will take it. But IoT is different from Smith Lai. Adiola, thank you for joining. So guys, like the video, share the video to your friends, and thank you guys for joining. Share the video to your friends. Let your friends know that we are live this wonderful Friday evening. Thank you for your love and always finding time to join us. Thank you for your love. And we really appreciate you. Happy new month to you all. Guys, like the video as you are joining. I have 25 people already live, but only 7 likes. So you can do better by liking the video and also share with your friends. Share your own WhatsApp group on Facebook, anywhere that we actually work live. Those on Facebook too, I welcome you. So also like the video on Facebook. Let's say there's a star there. We're taking stars. You can also click on the star there if you want to buy star for us on Facebook. If you want to support us on YouTube too, there's a dollar sign here on YouTube that can actually was used to support us. We take that too. But if you don't have any of those things, you can just like the video and comment, engage with us, let us know your temperature, wherever you are. So I welcome you again this wonderful Friday. I'm meant to be with my co-host. I don't even think I can even maybe I even I even have my co-host ready. So guys, thank you. Share the video, We're going to start very soon. Share the video, let others know that we are live. So 33 now, maybe let's get to 50 and we start. So there's a lot of things to discuss today, a load of things to discuss today. I promise you when I came live yesterday that it's going to be very interesting. So a lot of things to discuss today. Just so I won't spend too much time here too. Just when you join, make it very brief, and then we move on. So if this month is your birthday month, I wish you happy birthday. I wish your birthday this month. This month will be a successful month for all of us here in Ghana football and wherever you actually was listening to us. So if this month is your month, so I wish you happy birthday. So we're gonna be live. So yeah, so yeah, let's start. Like I normally say, if you are someone that follows me on a regular basis here, you know that I normally like to start on the home front. So there's not really something really happening in domestic scene, but also will quickly start on the home front so that we discuss what is happening. So last week, Nigeria won a 10th WAFCON title, making it what Mission X, and it didn't end that way. There was a lot of celebrations too that followed, and the president of the federation actually awarded the girls 100,000 US dollars. She said dollars, so I believe that is US dollars, not Zimbabwean dollars. I hope it's US dollars and not Canadian dollars. I hope it's US dollars. And a three-bedroom apartment, and also the governors forum too in Nigeria also awarded the girls 10 million naira each. and Super Eagles players, the NA boys, majorly donated about 30 million naira to the girls. So I'm also hearing that the governor of Adamawa State gave the coach 50 million naira. It's okay. So it's been very, very good. It's been very good for them. So I'm just going to give my opinion about this. Like I said earlier, I hope it's not Zimbabwean dollars. Is is what's it called? Is US dollars. So it's good. It's good. I like when people appreciate those that have served the country. Let's don't forget that football is not doesn't have pension. Football doesn't have pension. If any of them should break their leg in this current WAFCON now, how that means a career over. God forbid. There's still some players there, and I'm sure that those in local league, they don't even end up to maybe probably they don't end up to 5 million naira in a month. In a year. So for them to have something like $100,000, it is massive, And I hope that the president, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, can fulfill that promise to those girls, so that at the end of the day, they can also find something to be able to do, and after career, at least this $100,000 to some people can change their life. So, I hope that they can give them quickly, and the girls can was use that amount that she was judiciously. So some people also argued that $100,000 is waste of government resources in a country that have been ravaged with poverty. With majority of the population on okay, so yeah, thank you. So majority of the population lives below the what's it called? Below down the bottom of the pyramid. So I just hope that you know that they say that it's a waste of money. But in my own opinion, this energy, I hope that the president can sustain it. Currently now, Nigeria basketball team, they are playing, and they might be winning their fifth. If they win their fifth straight Afro basket, do you think that the presidents too will award similar amount of money? Because let's be honest ourselves, those girls too will want something from the president. Anybody that wins something now goes to the presidency. If Super Eagle, if these people now win China now, they take them to work to the presidency. Do you think that this is sustainable? If there's a drop in standard, maybe probably anything less than 100,000 to those actual won any award, do you think that can go down well with some people? I just hope that the government can actually maintain that same energy level, and also be able to do the needful for others. For me, I won't say it's too much, because football career, can be long, can be short. Some of them does not even end up to this in a year. So, but I hope that the government can sustain this, and I wish they get the very best of luck. I hope that they will not, say that they have to go and process the money. The money is not forthcoming. You know, I hope that things can actually work out well in a way that at the end of the day, because anybody now that wins something now, if you go and win table tennis now, they will package you now, go Abuja, dollars again. I will hope that it doesn't turn to like a normal thing. But I just, well done to the girls. I hope that the promise kept on coming. I heard about 100 million, 150 million. You guys are in Lagos currently now. So, let's just hope that all those people promising them, they can fulfill that promise too, because what I know is that they might probably the new went back we say they might probably pay them this money, but that renewed hope estate is what I don't really know. To inspire next generation, yes, to inspire them, and so yeah. And some people have been calling out the Sarah that knows here too. I don't know the reason why they're calling her out. That she went with the Falcons to go and meet the Imo State governor. That is she part of the Falcons? Come on, guys. She just retired about a year ago. a year or two ago. Come on, guys. Come on, guys. Just leave her, please. Ah, she's still part of the team. No, she's still emotionally connected to this team. Don't forget that, please, please. Just, just leave her, please. Ah, just leave her, please. So, I will hope that the government can fulfill this, and they can also keep the same energy too for those that perform well for the country. Did I think that the government will pay this money? Hmm. Hmm. I can never trust a politician. That's one of my take on that. But I hope that he pays them that he pays them that money, 150 million naira each of them. So guys, like the video about going to 70 people watching, only 17 likes. Guys, I will just end this live and you know, guys, like the video. If you cannot buy our super chat, please like the video. Like the video. So that is that from the presidency. So you can comment. Do you think that much is too? Do you think that it's a waste of government resources? Do you think that is too much? Uh, so okay, yeah. So that let us know about that, and also to the NFF too. Also, it's going to give the girls 300,000 US dollars, so that as part of the money they actually won during AFCON. 700,000 will be, I think it's going to be based on administrative issues and everything. At least they have WAFCON qualifier coming up now, so at least they can use that one to pay flight tickets, or just use that one to play flight tickets and everything. So I wish, I hope they fulfill the promise, and I wish the girls the very best of luck in their future engagement. We'll still talk about the girls, later, but let me just continue. So that is that from the award of the president. So there's also Shan. Shan is taking place, actually what is going to start tomorrow, and yeah, it's already bubbling in Kenya, Tanzania, and Uganda. Currently, all the teams are actually ready, and they are ready for action. So if you don't know what Chan is like African Nations Championship. So it's for local based players that are based in their domestic leagues. So they are the one to go play the tournament. So it's like not a very popular tournament in Africa. I have to be honest with you. Majority of the North African teams, they don't really like the tournaments. They want to play, anyhow. Countries like Egypt, they don't really take this tournament serious. Country like Algeria, okay, last time they took it serious. Algeria, Tunisia, they don't really take all these things actually serious, that way. But I think that because CAF is now putting more money there, so I think they are putting, I think it's like $3.5 million now for someone that wins this chance. So that $3.5 million now look attractive. That $3.5 million look attractive to the team that will win this. I think it's 3.5 million naira. Please, so your $5 million, please help me. I think it's $3.5 million, please. So it looks like it's now very attractive for this North African team. In fact, South Africa safe, they don't take it serious. So, but now it's now attractive for them. So, which I think that you see these big nations now participating. So, Chan, there's one thing about Chan. If you're a betting guy, you cannot really put your money on this game. So let me just tell you guys that if you're a betting person, you cannot really put your money on this game. For example, now, if you go and say, okay, Nigeria play against Sudan because it's Nigeria, you're going to put your money on Nigeria, back Nigeria against Sudan. No, this tournament is based on the strength of their domestic leagues. So, if not because of war, for me, I think the Sudanese league is stronger than Nigerian league. They have Al Hilal, they have Al Merrikh in Sudan. Those two are stronger than Nigerian teams. But the Senegalese league too is not the strongest in Africa. But Senegal, they're defending champions of this champ. So they bring players from academy to play these games. So I can't remember the last time that a Senegalese club played at the CAF Champions League semi-finals, the group stage. And I don't think I remembered the last time the Senegalese club played there. But they won the last chance because of the talents they have in the league. So it's not really based on how strong the league, based on the talents they actually have in that league. So South Africa now, they're coming to this tournament with like 12 players that doesn't have club. They don't have club. There are 12 players without any club coming to this tournament. So it's not a tournament that you can just say you want to go and predict this is a team that's going to win or things like that. So I just think that when you watch the first round of games, you can be able to say, okay, I think this team is good. They can be able to do well in this game and things like that. For example, now, you don't know how the Nigerian team will play. You don't know that. You don't know that yet. But when they play the first game against Senegal, you can be able to judge them. Okay, they are good. Maybe if they play against Sudan or Congo, they can perform better. So, tournament is strange, but just enjoy it. There's a lot of money in it now. So I expect the intensity of tournament to actually to be slightly higher than the way it used to be in the past. So this is a new trophy for China. You can see Victor Wanyama, there, and Dennis Oyengo, in the same picture there. So a lot of stars will be playing in this tournament. So for me, I wish the Nigerian team the very best of luck. So in that last week, Nigeria also played 2 friendly games, both against Zanzibar. Nigeria drew the first game 0-0 and drew the second game 2-2 after leading 2-0 in the first half. So, but the good thing about the game was that what's it called? Coach Eric Shell, allowed everybody in that team to play. So when he brought in his reserve players in the second half, I think that one watered down the quality of the team. So indirectly, they conceded 2 goals in the second half, and they drew the second game by 2-2. So that is how it actually went. So looking forward to the Nigerian game against Senegal. So for me, I just will predict my lineup. For me, I think based on my findings, I think Ani Ozoemena and Mustafa Lawal, they are the best performing goalkeeper in camp. So, but because of I don't know, maybe experience, Ani Ozoemena is slightly ahead of shooting stars Mustafa Lawal. So I think Ani Ozoemena of Enyimba will be in goal for Nigeria. Based on what I'm just saying it, I think right back will be Ismail Sadiq, of Raymond Stars will be the right back. I think in central defense is going to be Harrison Unduka Jr. and Ngonge, Joe Ngonge of Ikorodu FC will be in the central defense, and Abdul Rafau will play as a left back. I think in the midfield, I think that based on what I've been watching the games that they have played, I think it's going to be Olamilekan. Adedayo Olamilekan will play in that midfield alongside with Aruna Adi of Raymond Stars and Toshuku Christian, is it Toshuku something of Raymond Stars too? It's going to be Raymond Stars midfield. That is what I actually would think. And I think that up front is going to be Sikiru Alimi, maybe probably a Nas, of Nasarawa FC. And I think maybe probably there's going to be, I think there's going to be like a 4-4-2 diamond. So maybe Sikiru Alimi and a Nas up front, and they're going to have maybe one that actually was a midfielder to that. There's a player called Jabbar Malik, is the joker of the team. I hope that he can actually it's from Raymond Stars, can actually do well in this tournament. So I wish the team the very best of luck, as usual, and I hope that they can also bring the trophy home, because if this team performs well in this CHAN, Eric Shell will be forced to invite some of the players for the next what's it called, World Cup qualifiers in September. So you never know. But I wish the home based players the very best of luck. So there is the issue of issue of like, why is Eric Shell taking charge of the Chan Eagles? For me, I think that I don't subscribe to that idea that Eric Shell should be in charge of the world of the Chan team. I just think that with due respect to the players playing in the domestic league, I don't think any of them would play a single minute in the two World Cup qualifiers we're going to have in September. I don't think so. Nigeria is not Sudan. For example, now Kosi Apia, the coach of Sudan, is the current coach of the Sudan B team. So because Kosi Apia is the current coach of the Sudan B team, I think that majority of the Sudan in the Sudan first team, they're also in this Chan team. So Kosi Apia is using this Chan to prepare a Sudanese team for the World Cup qualifier. Eric Shell is not preparing this team for the World Cup qualifier. Chan will end August 30th. World Cup qualifier will start. We don't start September 5 or so. So for me, I just think that it's a trap for him. But nobody should use this tournament to judge Eric Shell. And if the boys failed, it's because of the quality of the players who actually would have in that team. So I wish them the very best of luck in these tournaments. So so now I'm just going to go back to the Falcons, quickly, and actually just talk about disturbing story slightly, and they just concluded, there's been a news, coming around that the Moroccan petitioned the CAF. The CAF has sacked the head of referee Desire Due following the former protest by Morocco over officiating of WAFCON final. See, I don't think it's sacked. They dissolve that committee, that refereeing committee. I don't think it's sacked. So I'm trying to do my investigation too. I don't know, maybe this is somebody I spoke to. He said it's not sack, it's just to dissolve the committee, the committee appointing referee. So they want to reconstitute a different committee. I don't think it's a sack. That is this. I don't think so. I've been hearing this news in different news media outlets, everywhere. So I spoke to someone that is, very close to, to them, in Egypt, so that it's not a sack. It's just like, CAF already accepted a complaint from Morocco that the officiating is not good. They are looking into it and they will see what they will do. But I just hope that they are not using this thing to bully CAF. I hope that Morocco is not using this thing to bully CAF, because at the end of the day, when it comes to the AFCON next December, I hope that the referees will not be under pressure to support Morocco. That is one thing. So I hope that Morocco, they're not using this thing to bully World CAF. This is not acceptable. And I saw one disturbing pictures, videos, which I don't want to post. So of the Moroccan FA chairman, Moroccan FA chairman trying to bully the Moroccan FA chairman is trying to actually to bully the Moroccan FA chairman is trying to bully the referee. So for me, I think that is extremely uncalled for. I think that it's not actually acceptable. He refused to shake the hand, and after even the trophy presentation, this man, he went to the referee again. Like FIFA president had to tell him, come on, like, come on. I've never seen that in my life before. I know that coaches can complain, but in one of the biggest stage in world football, someone is now, trying to bully the referee. For me, I think even because it's even opposite gender, you must be able to respect her. Because it's opposite gender, you must be able to respect her. So, for me, I think it's not acceptable. I think that the Moroccan, this man should be sanctioned, should be cautioned. You cannot displace this arrogance in, at that particular level. Come on, it's very bad. It's very bad. I hope that things will actually what change for better for Nigeria, for him. Sorry, I pray Morocco. Yes, I hope so too. Draw 3 games and not get knocked out. Draw 3 games and actually what get knocked out. So that is that on the WAFCON. That is that on the WAFCON. So I think that's okay. Let me just try and like give you some inside stories too, so that it won't be as if I didn't say this thing. So if you have listened to Ashley Plunter's interview, different interview on Splash everywhere. I think Nigeria will need a new coach. I give Madgu his flowers, but Ashley Plunter was so much cautioned that what really happened, not really from the bench, we did it ourselves, things like that. I don't want to say everything that actually what that happened in that after, but I can tell you that if Nigeria is to qualify for the quarterfinal, for the semi-finals of the Women's World Cup, I don't think Coach Osimadugu will be able to take charge of that business. I don't think so. So if this player did not determine to win that game, say okay, he was saying that not only from the coach and indirectly too. I know one of my friends is going to be watching here. We knew what happened. We knew exactly what happened in that after. We knew what happened. We knew exactly what happened. So I just hope that the NFF can look for a way to get sponsored. Now that the guys are moving and female football is becoming very popular, I hope that they can be able to get money and hire a very good coach for them. Because, I would not lie to you. In fact, what Mandugu even did, what he did in that game, is so embarrassing. It's so embarrassing. I know that, see, that's one thing you can do. This guy was brought up in the UK, grew up in America, UK, America. He will say the truth. He will not hide truth from us. He will say the truth. So that's why I'm going to say that we need what? We need a coach that can take you to the next level. See, I will say it here. With Madugu, we will go to the AFCON next year. With Madugu, we might even win the AFCON next year. WAFCON next year. But the problem is, in Brazil in 2027, do you think that Nigeria can go past the group stage when it's going to be very tough? So for me, I think we need a coach that can take this case to the next level. So let's move on, quickly. So transfers. If you have been following me very well on my Instagram handle, Gant Football, I said that today will be the time that we announce what Lookman. That here we go before Friday. By Friday, here we go. But today we got a news that Lookman, that Inter Milan are going to turn down. Can you see? They have turned down the bid. And this is frustrating. I can tell you, it's frustrating what Ademola Lookman. Because it's frustrating Ademola Lookman. His mind is to go directly. So his mind is for him to go. But I don't know why they are frustrating the move. I don't know why. And this boy needs to start preseason. See, Atlanta, we need this guy to start playing. We have WAFCON qualifier coming up. This guy needs at least 1 month to be fit. You cannot bring, now that Osimhen is with Galatasaray now, he will start training. Guys, you are liking the video, 31 likes out of 80 people watching. No super chat yet. If you want to ask question, you can put super chat there. I'll actually attend to your question. So why are they frustrating him? I think we need to occupy that them in Atlanta Instagram page. For me, I just think that it's so bad because the boy served them very patient. He did not do anything to disrespect the club. He's a very humble guy, very loyal to the club. You know, even when things were not working well, he didn't really come out, except that Gasperini issue. He didn't really come out to come and embarrass the club. He did what he could, but come on, allow him to go. Allow him to go. Because if you force him to stay now, they are holding on for some money. Maybe Saudi people too, and they're also trying to give them more money because Saudi is the one that normally spoil the market. When Saudi realize that a player is unsettled, they start offering more money to the club. Maybe Saudi is offering more money now to them, or Napoli is playing one game that they should sell this boy to them. This boy already said to Napoli that he doesn't want to join Napoli. He wants to join Inter Milan. Inter Milan is a more stable club than Napoli. Yes, in the land club they get problem, my brother. They get problem. So that's it. I hope that I was thinking that today is going to be the day on us. So we'll talk about it today, but unfortunately, things did not actually work out well for him. So that is that on Lookman. So that is that on what on Lookman. Sorry, I have to change this thing. That one day. So now, so thank you, Emmanuel. My first super chat on 599. Okay, I think Emmanuel is in the UK on 599. Thank you for your love. Thank you. So of course in Lookman, Atlanta fans event. So now let's look at different transfer. And some of you already know that this transfer will happen for so long now. We know, but it was a beautiful ending. For Victor Osimhen in Napoli joining Galatasaray. I don't know if Osimhen is still a politician. I don't think there's any politician in Nigeria I can gather that type of organic crowd. Sorry, I don't want to be political. I can gather that type of organic crowd, like people wants to welcome him. I saw social media, live stream. In fact, everybody watching the what's it called, welcoming Victor Osimhen to Istanbul. For me, it was nice. Let me tell you something. Love is number one. Love is number one. If you want to stay in a place they love you, I saw one thing that a Napoli, what's it called, a Gala fan brought the banner to the Club World Cup, saying that Victor Osimhen, please stay with us, to tell you how they want this guy to actually want to stay with them. So it wasn't cheap because it wasn't a cheap deal. It wasn't a cheap deal. When Victor Osimhen played his last game for Galatasaray during the last season, they don't know what to tell him. They don't know what to say bye bye or see you later. They don't know. But even after that game, we saw this thing, like they flew something. Victor Osimhen, please don't go. Like Galatasaray wanted this guy. They love Victor Osimhen. So, and I'm not surprised that Victor Osimhen actually wanted to stay with Gala. So, what's the breakdown of the deal? One, Victor Osimhen will be earning about, he says it's about 16 million euros. So, be 15 million euros per annum. He's going to be getting 5 million euros on the image rights and also 1 million euros for loyalty bonus for to stay loyal with Gala. I don't think anybody, 60 million net annual, thank you. I don't think anybody here we want Victor Osimhen to play in Turkey. But let's be honest ourselves. If you are getting paid more in an area that are used to, you're getting, they not ask you to drop your salary. I think it's probably very tough. So no matter how we can criticize Victor Osimhen on this move, for me, I think he made the right move now for his career. I think he made the right move now for his career because one, apart from the footballing part, you also have to look at him settling down too. So, settling down, getting more money and things like that, because this is where he can get money. These people are trying to match what Saudi wants to offer. So, for Turkey to want to match what Saudi wants to offer, that means that they are just trying to punch above their weight, on this move. So, I'm happy for Victor Osimhen. He got his own move, but I know that Nigerians did not really want this move to happen. But I'm happy that at least when he's happy in Istanbul, he can come and deliver well for Nigeria. And I wish him the very best of luck in that transfer. And like a lot of people will still want to talk about this move, but for me, I think it's official now. We cannot condemn him now. It's just for us to wish him the very best of luck. So that's it. I have to wish him the very best of luck. So so before I go to the World Cup qualifier, I just want to take some quick thing. So during the when we're talking about about this with to talk about this guy Tosin Adarabioyo, I mentioned we discussed this thing last week. So I saw one comment because he went to greet somebody in Nigeria. So one of my friends now commented on the post that what was he doing? He's not playing for Nigeria. So the guy that made the post now replied that my guy that don't worry, I will talk to you underneath because we discussed a lot about playing for Nigeria. So because I saw that comment that they won't talk to my guy, so I now called my guy that, okay, guy, what happened? What happened? Let us actually know. No, don't worry. I just I saw your message now. Don't worry, I'm fine. So when we look at that, I now realized that I now called my friend. So he's told me a lot of few things, but part of what he told me was actually what this guy said. Let me just actually show you what this guy actually said. He said that playing for England is more attractive than playing for Nigeria. So that is the mentality on Tosin Adarabioyo now. And I will quote him like verbatim and tell him that I will say that the way they inform me. He believes that the moment he decided to play for Nigeria, his value will drop. That is what is affecting him now. He said that the moment he decides to play for Nigeria, his value will drop. That is what is affecting Tosin Adarabioyo currently now. That is what is making a decision. One, it thinks, despite that he's playing for Chelsea, it thinks that it's not 100% stable. He still thinks that way. For him to be thinking, think that it's not 100% stable, that things can still happen. So that is what is affecting Tosin now. That if he plays for Nigeria, his value will drop. It might be very hard for him to get deals, endorsements, and things like that. And do you think it's right? Do you think that the value will drop? Do you think that clubs will run away from him? Do you think that brands will run away from him? Do you think that? Let me know when you actually join the live. Let me know when you actually join the live. So for me, I just think that It's tough. It's tough. It's tough. That is his major concern. That's major concern. But for me, I think if you listen to Ashley Plunter very well, you know that she did not consider all those things. All she wanted was to play for Nigeria. So I just think that sometimes when you don't want to do something, you look for small excuses. With due respect, how many years do you think Tosin got to play in the top flight? Immediately Tosin turns 30, clubs will not be able to offer him more than 2 years contract again. So what is he now waiting for? What is he waiting for? Clubs will not be able to offer him more than 2 years contract again. That is the fact. And currently now, and Chelsea just signed Atto from Ajax, a defender, a central defender that was giving Bassi problem. If you remember, it was the boy that was giving Bassi problem when Bassi was in Ajax. They signed the boy now. So it's a big thing. It's a big thing. That's what he's thinking now. So because I tried to talk to him about it and just realize that his major problem is that people will no longer appreciate him again because he's a Nigeria international. And that name, Nigeria international, is scared. The boy is scared to have that name. Just to call him to like Nigeria international. The boy is scared to have that. And that's the reason why the boy is not playing for Nigeria now. Guys, we have 40 likes. 100 people are actually watching this live. Please and please like the video. 100 people are watching. We have 40 likes. 40%. Come on, guys, you can do better. So that's his major problem. But do you think that he's got a valid reason for not because of the brand? Do you think that playing for Nigeria will affect his brand? Let me know your thoughts about that. Yes, liking the video is free. It's free. Some of you will not feel like. So, so people are even going ahead to text me directly. So that is that. So and Enalugo also said that it's more attractive. I won't lie to you. Let's be honest ourselves. Do you think playing for England is more attractive than playing for Nigeria? Do you think so? Let's be honest. Let's remove patriotism. Let's remove patriotism and discuss it. Do you think they stand to get something, out of playing for, do you think it's more attractive for them? I can say it's far better. The punditry, yes, now England is far better. That is it. Yeah, right. She's right. She's right. So why are you not blaming to? She's right. She wants to do the attractive and she's trying to hold back. So I spoke to someone. Said, what even happened? Okay. So I don't want to go into detail because the person might be watching me now. He spoke to Tosin and did something that was very, very bad. So I won't go into that because that one is trying to, he's trying to put him down, which I will not actually would like to go into it. So that is that on Abioyo. Do you think that playing for Nigeria is more attractive than Nigeria, or do you also think that playing for Nigeria will reduce his brand? Let me know when you actually will join. So that is that's on the conversation part. So let me just move on to the World Cup qualifiers. You guys know, I just want this weekend to go. By next weekend, I will start doing my tactical analysis for the game between Nigeria and South Africa, also Nigeria and Rwanda. Nigeria and Rwanda, my tactics did not change. It's okay because they have a new coach now. They have a new coach. I will do a different tactical analysis for the Rwanda game because they have a new coach now. The coach played differently compared to the previous coach. But South Africa, I need like 3 weeks to analyze South Africa. And I'm going to actually come out with that. 3 weeks to analyze South Africa. So, and I will actually come and give you my own thoughts. about that. So that is actually what that. So some of you, I didn't take your comment because you didn't put super chat there. So you don't put super chat there. I will not take your comment. I will take the comment of what is my friend's name? Emmanuel. Emmanuel sent in super chats. So don't worry, I will create like a membership of the on this channel too, so that at least you don't need to worry to send super chats. As soon as I remember, I have to prioritize you. You know, as long as I remember, I have to prioritize you. But if you want to do extra, you can actually you can give us a super chat. If you think that okay, you like us very well, you can give us super chat. Don't worry, that's what called qualifier. I already lined up some few things to to really actually to entertain you. So that is that. So let me just quickly jump on to the World Cup qualifiers very shortly. And guys, when you say in 4 months, in 2 months, in this thing, now the World Cup qualifier is just around the corner, and instead for Eric Scher to be preparing for the World Cup qualifier, you ask him to go and be preparing for Chan. Nah, 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 nah. You ask him to go and preparing for Chan. Nah, nah, nah. Okay, I'll go into that one now very shortly. So, CAF, FIFA, no, let me just say FIFA already announcing that okay, where the venues, the venues for the upcoming World Cup qualifier will actually will take place, and yeah, so Zimbabwe announced on their verified Facebook and Instagram page that they'll be playing at the Orlando Stadium in South Africa. They'll be playing the Orlando Stadium in what? In South Africa. So Zimbabwe will host Rwanda at the Orlando Stadium in what? In South Africa. I brought the news to you earlier that South Africa, Zimbabwe wants to be playing their home game in Rwanda. But because they are playing Rwanda, not to give advantage to Rwanda, they will be playing against Rwanda in South Africa. But their next home game, they will play against South Africa in Rwanda. So that is how the whole thing will actually will pan out. They will play against South Africa in Rwanda, and they will play against Zimbabwe. They play against Rwanda in South Africa. So that is actually how the thing will go ahead. So Lesotho too, they will also play their home game at the Free State Stadium in Bloemfontein. So they call that one the Toyota Stadium. So, and the funniest thing is this, see, I'm gonna say this thing now. If you like it, take it or leave it. Lesotho, they don't play their home game. In fact, they have never played their home game in Bloemfontein before. They used to play their home game in Durban. Suddenly, and Durban Stadium is cheaper for them to rent than for them to go and play in Bloemfontein. Now, they carry their game to go and play their game in what? In Bloemfontein. So South Africa too want to play their home game in Bloemfontein. So this thing, if I'm not mistaken, South Africa, they are just playing the game to themselves, because South Africa too, they don't really play in the Free State Stadium because the coach does not really like that Free State Stadium. He prefers to play at Moses Mabhida Stadium also. So now he's going to be playing in Bloemfontein in a very horrible pitch, very bad pitch. So that means that South Africa will not travel at all. Immediately they play against Lesotho in Bloemfontein, They will remain there and host Nigeria September 9. The same place. The same place. They will host Nigeria September 9. That same place. Big advantage for South Africa. You know, some of you, me, I watched this thing very well. Immediately, Teboho Mokoena issue happened. They called they said a courtesy call. The Zimbabwean Football Federation, ZFA, Lesotho Football Federation, NFA, they went to South Africa to have a meeting. They are not the only team in COSAFA. They are not the only team in COSAFA. We have Angola in COSAFA, we have Zambia in COSAFA. Why is it that the three of them having meetings? Why? So I just hope that they are not planning something that is not palatable, that is not football-like. I just hope that, because at the end of the day, you know, I hope Nigeria qualified. But if Nigeria didn't qualify, it might not be on the pitch. It might not be on the pitch. So I just hope that next week they want to appoint a referee for World Cup qualifier. They'll start appointing referee. The NFF should make sure that they reject any referee that they give them that is not good. They reject any referee that they give them they know that this referee is questionable. Because this NFF, they don't challenge anything. They need to, any referee that they know that might have this record of all these useless record before, they should make sure they challenge it. Because at the end of the day, if they go and bring referee for you, favors you, go start crying again, they will never replay the game. They will never replay the game. The NFF needs to watch this one very well. If the NFF did not watch this one very well, it's going to be a big problem. So I'll be telling people actually what I know. I'm also, if you are here, I'm just saying, Ibrahim Gusso, if you know Ibrahim Gusso very well, you tell him all these things. You should make sure they watch that. It should go out, at least we can still play football and actually win. If we win on the pitch, if you look at the podcast of the Etafia talking about the 3 points, if you watch that one very well, you know that we still have a chance of qualifying for this World Cup. And it starts from what? From doing everything right in the right way. So they have confirmed already that Nigeria will play against Rwanda in Uyo. So people thinking that the game is going to be played in Lagos, I don't think Lagos is ready to host any international game for now. I don't think so. They don't have stadium. The so-called big mega city does not have any stadium, so they cannot host any what's it called, any CAF game now for now. So I think the Uyo stadium have been confirmed already to host Nigeria against Rwanda. So after Nigeria against Rwanda, Nigeria will travel straight to South Africa to go and to go and play against South Africa in the return leg. Big game. I think it's the game of the qualifiers. It's the game of the qualifiers, and a win for Nigeria in Bloemfontein, the Freestyle Stadium, would open the game up. Would open the group up. Sorry, and before you know it, we're back on. So, and I wish the Eagles the very best of luck. In fact, it's not even chance that concerns me now. What concerns me more is the World Cup qualifier. I really want Nigeria to actually want to be there. And I think that we stand a big chance of qualifying for the World Cup. So, guys, if we can go to the World Cup, we're going to do some giveaway here just to appreciate God. So I'm going to let me just go to connect to God. Thank you for always for the consistency. And also, Remy, I need to thank you for for always to being consistent too on this show. But also was showing us love. So I have 59 people, 59 likes, about 110 people watching. So guys, you can do better. You can do better by liking the video. You can do better by liking the video. So it's just about 1 hour now. So, and I'm going to actually just bring people on. I don't want to spend too much time here today, where there's a lot of things to discuss, from Victor Osimhen's transfer to the money they gave the Falcons. Is it enough? Is it enough? Is it not enough? Let's actually what they know about that. Do you think it's a waste of government resources? Let's know about that. And another one is also what talking about these talking about, do you think that the FA of Morocco should be suspended? Let's talk about that too. And there's also, let me just wrap up by saying something. I've been monitoring Bayern Leverkusen's game and in their preseason, and I realized that the coach is not using Victor Boniface. What do you think is the problem? The coach is not using Victor Boniface. In fact, the coach will prefer to play someone from the academy, sometimes ahead of Victor Boniface. Do you think there's a transfer about to happen? Do you think that Victor Boniface is becoming surplus to requirements? Do you think that, because the league will start very soon, and when I saw the lineup today, that the game they played today, I watched the game they played today, I saw the last starting. Majority of the guys there, they are first team players. I was now wondering that so Boniface came on around 71 minutes. Do you think Boniface will that's where they talk? I don't want to say that comment. Do you think that Boniface got a future in this team? Do you think so? Do you think it's just look for a way to go? Because it's going to be very bad. Because the way I'm looking at it now is like the way he ended last season is the way he's starting this season. I wish him the very best of luck. And there's one thing that I was about to show quickly, just before I bring people on. Sorry, I just want to show this thing quickly before I actually bring people on. It was a clapback by the same player I'm talking about quickly, so that I just want to bring that one on. It was a clapback by this player I'm talking about. Oh, I didn't think I have that. Yes, it was a clapback. Let me just put that clapback quickly. It was a clapback. I just want to show you that clapback quickly. So it was a clapback, and a clapback. I was just to discuss that one quickly. I had it on my. So it was a clapback that it was a quick clapback just before I start bringing people on. Let me just post that one quickly. So it was actually what Victor Boniface. It was Victor Boniface to clap back. I just want to look at that. He said that as a project media posted something that said senior Super Eagle players have donated 30 billion as a gift for Super Falcons. The players are Captain Ekong, Ademola Lookman, Alex Iwobi, Ola Aina, Ariboli Balogun. These are Osimhen and Boniface as stingy. Especially Osimhen. That person actually put it there. Nigerians, that's one thing I don't like to just I don't even check comments. Just engage with his table comments so that Boniface will never be there. So Boniface too. That's why I say that sometimes I know that sometimes you have to reply these guys. They say that God knows say on a number day I no go even answer now, but get in that time because anyway any news we got to do with Boniface that they like to put in about or insult. Yeah, you see the same way in see and for Foja page say so I go donate money now so me self see am so now for Foja page too me self see am nobody inform me so respecting herself. So that was it for me. I just think that the way Victor Osimhen did not even involve himself in this thing. Why did he answer? See, they drag you to anything. That is one thing I observe about online. So that's the reason why some people will tag me for one useless comment. Hey, it's me like hey, this and that. I don't even engage with those things. When I realize that you're not really that you don't it's not doesn't make sense. Would I even have time to reply you? No, no. So for me, I just think that maybe people react differently to things, but I just think that you take it easy because all these things, the build up of it can actually was even affect what mental health. It can affect mental health. So Nigerians, if you want to take your mental health very serious, sometimes don't reply to all comments. That's actually what they they are keeping you. Just take it easy. Just take it easy. uh, So now let me just try and get some of you guys in. I've already 1 hour 4 minutes into this show. So the link is here. The link is there. Just actually what contribute. There's a lot of things actually what to talk about here. We talked about the Falcons. We talked about Victor Boniface, Victor Osimhen. Talked about Tosin Adarabioyo two issues there. The World Cup qualifier, the chance tournament. Do you think that there's a future in this chance tournament? Do you think that like just it's not gonna work? What is your opinion about it? Let me actually know. So I have my first caller here. Umbueri is behaving like me too. He's putting his dark glasses on. And yeah. So yeah, Umbueri. Yeah,
Yes.
thank you for your
Yes,
time.
Smith. Yes, thank you. You're gonna give me like 10 minutes or 15 minutes because I have so many things to talk about.
Okay, just hear
And
from you. Okay.
yes, thank you so much for bringing me on. Thank you for those liking, buying badge or
Yes,
anything. Yes.
yeah,
Let's start from the $100,000 each for the girls.
yes.
There are two school of thoughts. People that said it's too much. People that says it's not too much. I belongs to the school of thought that said people I belong to the school of thought that said that it's too much. With my
Mm-hmm.
following point, yes. I'm not fearing anybody, I will say it. First, they're gonna have this tournament next year.
Mm-hmm.
There are questions you have to ask. Definitely they are going to win it next year. Are
Mm-hmm.
you going to give them $100,000 again?
Hmm.
I don't have a problem with that. If you're giving them $100,000 now,
Mm-hmm.
make sure you keep on giving them whenever they win.
Hmm.
Now that the Afro basket they are playing,
Mm-hmm.
if they win, make sure you give them the $100,000.
Mm-hmm.
And also, because of what I am and the vocation I have chosen, now that you have given them $100,000, what about our society? How
Mm-hmm.
much is the salary of the soldiers?
Mm-hmm.
How much is the salary of
Wait,
the
hold on, bro. Let
Nigerian?
me just say something. Michael, I can see you in the in the back end here. Is I can see you here. Just hold on. I'll
Mhm.
bring you on. Is it okay, Michael? Continue.
Mhm.
Umbury.
Yes. How much is the salary of our civil servants?
Mm-hmm.
How much is the salary of our soldiers?
Mm-hmm.
How much is the salary of our doctors? How
Mm-hmm.
much is the salary of our youth service corps?
Mm-hmm.
How much is the salary of who is our health sectors?
Yeah.
Now that this is something that the society is in a mess.
Mm-hmm.
The doctors are leaving.
Sorry,
Now,
wait, but
yes.
doctors have pension, nurses
If
have
they
pension.
if they
There's
if
no
they
pension
have
in football.
if they have pension, those ladies, this is not their end of their career.
Mm-hmm.
This is not their end of their career.
Mm-hmm.
They have consistency. The money is too much. For me, it's too much. If you give them house, it's okay. If you would have
Mm-hmm.
make it between $30,000 to $50,000, very, very good. Consider it.
Mm-hmm.
Because next year they are going to play. Another year they are going to play. It's not that this is gonna be the end.
Yeah.
I don't
Okay.
believe that. You see my point. It's not that if you
Well,
are giving them, if you
yeah.
are giving them, right? I don't have problem. You are giving them, but let it be consistent.
Yes. Okay.
Let it become next year. I promise you, they are gonna win it.
Mm-hmm.
Make sure you give them the $100,000. If you do not give them, that will be a problem. And
Okay.
also, the men, if they win AFCON, you're not gonna give them $100,000. You increase it.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody now will be saying, therefore, when we win, it's gonna be $100,000.
Yeah.
You would have make it a reasonable. Anyone if I'm there advising the president, I say, okay, make it between 30 to 50. You have given them a house, perfect. $30,000 to $50,000,
Uh-huh.
consider it.
Mm-hmm. Even somebody like
You get
Showman
my
Cafford, I
point.
don't kick a ball, we also get
Huh?
$9,000. Somebody
You
like
say?
Showman Cafford did not kick a ball during
So
the
far as they
AFCON.
are, so far as they are, that is
Yeah.
it. So far as they are still in that team,
Mm-hmm.
everybody equal. I don't care whether
Well,
he kick or he does
well,
not kick, right?
okay.
Yes.
Wait, what's the next point? Yeah, you want to make people see different
Okay,
team.
okay. Yes, I will. Now, concern about the people that are bashing opera noise, going with the girls to Imo State, they would have asked the question, where is opera noise from? What role does he play? What role does she play
All right.
in
So
Imo
sorry.
State?
Wait, before you go, any is
Yes.
trying to echo your this say
Mm.
apart from football, you the basketball and also even the cricket team.
They have to give them definitely. When I posted it,
Okay.
I
Yeah.
someone telling her, "You
Uh-huh.
have to." That one is
You said,
sure.
yeah.
So
Yeah.
yes, we love the girls,
Mm-hmm.
but you see this. You see this thing,
Yeah.
Smith. You see that $100,000?
You have
Eh?
to give.
It's going to
Yeah.
cause. It's going to cause
Yeah.
problem.
So go to the Pranosia. So I don't want to hold you so that because I have something
Yes.
also and Michael waiting. Yeah. Go to
Okay.
Pranosia. Yeah.
Now, Opera Nazir is from Imo State. I
Mm-hmm.
think they gave him something in Imo State to
Mm-hmm.
do something. For him to go with the girls,
Mm-hmm.
those girls who are from Imo State, is not a bad thing. The question would have asked, okay, why is he going with them? Is he from Imo State?
Mm-hmm.
If it's from Imo State, you don't need to talk.
Mm-hmm.
You don't need to start bashing her. She
Mm-hmm.
has something doing in Imo State football, something I think so in
If it's
commission.
from Imo State,
So he have the right to do it. He have the right to go with the girls from Imo State. Chiamaka or Hale, those players that went and see the governor in Imo State, they have the right to host them. As the same way Davido's uncle hosted Rashida Tajibadi and the other person. So every governor have the right to host any player from his own state. It's a
Mm-hmm.
normal thing, it's a cultural thing, it's not a problem.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, that one is done. I wish Lookman the best of luck because it's frustrating. I don't know what this club is coming about. Because this is something you are trying to touch his mental health because his mind is to leave Atalanta and go to Inter Milan. Let
Mm-hmm.
them make the deal done. I wish him all the best. It's not easy. I know what Osimhen really passed through. It's not easy. I wish him all the best. Now, don't worry, I will talk about Osimhen's issue later because it will be the last. Maybe if another people talk about it, I will send the request and come. Now,
Okay.
concerning about Tosi. Kosi, I have been supporting you, but this one, you are 27 years old.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And when you're supposed to be talking about value, you should have been 24 years old.
Mm-hmm.
And if you are outside the country, you are 27 years old. They are looking at you. You are preparing for your retirement in sports.
Mm-hmm.
When you would have been talking about the value of this supposed to be 24, 23. Now you
Mm-hmm.
are 27. You don't need to wait. The time has passed. The
Yeah.
best thing for you to come and play for Nigeria. And for him to come to Nigeria and Nigerian television interviewed him shows that, you know what, I'm giving up for England. I want to come and play for Super Eagles.
Nah.
For him to come, Smith, watch it. You can't come and you can't come to Nigeria. You want to play in England. You come to Nigeria and they allow Nigerian television to do this. That's your what you both think. I'm telling you, the question you would have asked yourself, why is it coming by this time to Nigeria?
Mm-hmm.
Why are you coming by this time to Nigeria?
Mm-hmm.
Why can't you come when you are 23 years, when you are 24 years for them to interview you?
Mm-hmm.
These are the factors you have to look at it. Why coming by now?
Mm-hmm.
And you guys, if I am there, I would have asked him all this year, why coming to Nigeria by this time?
Mm-hmm.
So that he can be able to tell, this is the time I asked you. I think that he had made up his mind to come and play for Nigeria. That's my own thing.
Mm-hmm.
And then, how old is he? Yes. Then, concern about what called qualifying, I wish Nigeria the best of luck.
Mm-hmm.
It's already spoiled. It's only the miracle that happens to the Nigeria and the Morocco. Yes. And if Morocco complain
Mm-hmm.
about the officiating,
They've completed already.
yes. If it is Nigeria, we will also complain.
Mm-hmm.
If we are the one, we would also complain.
Yeah.
The question I would have asked, that penalty they denied Morocco, is it really a penalty?
It's not.
Yeah,
It's
that's
not.
the question
If you
I
go and
would.
check the rule book, it's not.
Okay, that is what they have to explain to them, because
Mm-hmm.
others who are not good in rule books would have said, because I've seen all the whole video. If it is not, no case.
Okay.
That's the only thing I can say now. Yeah.
All
So
right.
I will go back and
Yeah.
come back. If I hear
Yeah.
something, I will come
Yeah.
and take in, because today I am ready for everybody. I
Yeah.
rest
All
my
right.
case. Thank you.
Thank you.
You
So
welcome.
thank you. Yeah. So I just yeah, yeah. So let me just try to bring
Yeah,
Michael.
thank you very much, Smith, for having me.
Yeah.
You see, um, let me say that players are meant to be rewarded, or people that do, or anyone that does something great for the country should be rewarded. Is the 100K too outrageous? Probably, maybe, or maybe not. But the only thing I see in there is that this is a political strategy. Because I was telling somebody that once they be singing on your mandate, you shall stand. Are all the players APC members or APC faithfuls?
Mm-hmm.
No, because
Just let me just pause you slightly there. I want to bring them to where A. If I don't want him to wait,
I
just
know,
take
I know.
seconds. Yeah. So just let me pause you. I'm going to come back to you now. Temitope, I just
Hi,
pause. I
Mr.
just because of you.
Mr.
Yeah, I can
Larry.
hear you.
Good
Yeah.
evening.
Good evening.
First of all, what happened on Tuesday? Not on Tuesday, and what happened on Tuesday? Good
IoT had a
morning, guys.
visitor. IoT had a visitor. So that's the reason why I didn't come online. Yeah.
Okay. Secondly, on one question, please. Who is father of Esther Koronko?
It's not icing Orongo. It's not.
Better. Now, that by the way, let me finish the talk. First of all, the Falcons coach, that
I
man
just
is
finished
just a
speaking.
lucky man. It's a lucky man. I won, but even the better coach to coach the Falcons.
Yeah.
Number two, Toasty. So is the joker. It's a big joker. Go and play for England. If England with Tanja Kota World Cup become no come again. But it's brought the World Cup. Now about the World Cup qualifier. It's not their fault now. It's Nigerian fault. I can't do what they're doing. They are beat up black and blue. They're not doing that to us. So for me, pass, the quarter will qualify by MPJ qualify. That will see. I'll come back later. There's noise. I'll come back later, please.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. I just sorry. Continue.
Yeah, because I want to see these guys do not go to WAFCON to represent APC or president or the president. You know, I'm not a political person, I hate politics, but we have to say the fact. Why should they be singing on your mandate we shall stand? Is that our national anthem?
But what if they are politically inclined?
No, see, we all know that we all know the situation of our country politically. We all know the situation of our country politically.
Yeah.
You know, I don't want a show whereby some persons will be attacking these guys if they go to some certain part of the country.
Yeah.
No. So that nobody should see that. That was wrong.
But what about this one? I don't know. Now, Mama, the begin so we don't get out of that one. Now, Mama, begin so. Is that also one the political song?
I don't see. I'm just saying. See, some things are not right.
Okay.
Some things are not right. So it is the duty of the president to support anybody that's going to represent the country. So they should not be singing on your mandate stand. No, sing the national anthem. That's all.
Mm-hmm.
Don't put these girls in your political imbroglio, please. That's what that's on that. And on the issue of Plonter was born and raised in England.
Mm-hmm.
Even you could see, was it during was it semi-final or thereabouts? Was it semi-final?
I assume before people will be attacking you here, but if you don't comment, and your very good friend said that that is the pledge to Nigeria anthem. After the national anthem, you will sing on your mandate stand. That is it has replaced a pledge to Nigeria, my country. That's on your. Sorry, continue.
See, even semi-final. Remember, I was semi-final of the Lions. Remember, the guy who was shouting, Mommy Gio was so angry. If you watch that match, she was so angry.
Mm-hmm.
That why you shouting at people like that? These are not national girls. These guys, they don't play for national Amazons. These are professional players.
Mm-hmm.
So don't tell them like national Amazons. They'll be shouting at them. That's actually was so furious. Mm-hmm. So as people said that, I think I'm so choosing what I think he berated the coach. But that shows that these girls, and like Ola Lucas have been saying, that these girls, even with or without coaching, you know, these girls will still do the job.
Mm-hmm.
You know, better than that. Then on the issue of Morocco, bro, I promise you, I won't go against Morocco for doing that. I'm going to blame CAF, and I'm going to blame sub-Saharan African leaders. Maybe very soon, Senegal may be hosting CAF competitions. It's only Morocco that is ready to accommodate CAF. And by so doing, they want the CAF to favor them. Bro, it's called rub my back, I rub your back. Scratch my back, I scratch your back. What's Morocco gaining from giving their facilities, everything to CAF? This is what they want to gain. Even though the attitude of the Moroccan FA president was disgraceful. Hence, I said, CAF should learn how to move competitions around. They should learn how to move competitions around so that no country will be holding them to ransom.
Okay, I just know. Talking about moving competitions around. CAF went to South Africa that, okay, guys, can you host CAF under 20 championship? South Africa said that we can host it now, but they will go and play it in secondary school field. Imagine. That is what South Africa replied CAF, that they should go and play it on secondary school pitch.
No,
Secondary school.
probably I would say probably the argument said that it's not going to give them any commercial benefits.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. That's what is the point of playing it in the MC Stadium. Then go to play secondary school pitch.
They're not going to give them any commercial benefits.
Yes, let me
They're
just
moving to all these small countries. That's
let
all of that. Then
let me super chat, sorry, because you're talking about Morocco now. Isn't Morocco penalty claim similar to Shaloba? See, let me tell you something. The rule is clear. If the hand is not in a natural position, if the hand is altering the direction of the ball, is a penalty. The Moroccan penalty that they gave us, the girl used her hand, it's hand to the ball to stop the ball, the movement of the ball. Why? The Meyi, she's trying to hide her hand. She's not making her hand bigger. When you make your body bigger, it's going to be a penalty. That is it. So they call it what? Natural position or natural position. Maybe on my story, I will post it. The rule is now different. So, and that is what the Namibian referee applied. But this bullying from Morocco is unfair. I'm hearing that Morocco, they said they want to boycott, they want to pull out from next year's WAFCON. That next year WAFCON, no, they're not hosting it. I beg you, Ivory Coast can host it. I just want to please continue.
Yeah, on the issue of Tosada Abioyo, we all have been blamed. Why is everybody blaming the boy? Bro, our project is not convincing enough. Most of the Moroccan ladies were born in Europe, France, and Spain. It's easier for Moroccan FA to convince any players to represent them. The same thing with Senegal. But our project is not convincing enough.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have stadium? Only you. Only you. Our project is not convincing enough. So I don't see. I'm not going to blame Tosin. In as much as I want him to play for Nigeria, or if not, and I don't see. If we do the needful, we won't be the one begging Tosin. It's Tosin that will come and be begging us. It is Tosin that will come and be begging us. So who have this boy that is 28, please leave the young man alone. Leave the young man alone. I've been following this game for our national team for over 40 years, and I can tell you a lot. I know players that play for Nigeria and got injured, and Nigeria forgot about them. Nigeria forgot about them. They don't even care. Some of them, even the ones that just passed, Christian Shuku, Peter Franco, NFL still all them till they died.
Mm-hmm.
We should make the project convincing enough. We should make the project convincing so that these guys will not think twice before coming to play for Super Eagles. Look at it from their own perspective too. So like you and I remember Ruben Agbola since 1992. They are still owing him. I can tell you that NFL people, they don't even know where he is in England. They don't know where he is. So do you think Ruben Agbola would want his own son to play for Nigeria? No. No. So the way people should lead the boy, they're on Shark Eagles. Smith,
Mm-hmm.
do you think we can beat the Tanzanian team? Do you think we can beat the Moroccan team? The Egyptian team? Smith, This is Joliba. Joliba is still doing well in their league.
Mm-hmm.
Even John Dark in Senegal. When they sell players, they say invest the money in the club.
They don't sell player anymore. It's generational foods that sell players now.
Imagine people, these are people that invest in the club.
Yeah.
I'm not saying we don't have talent, but
Yeah.
what's the situation whereby you have 30 players in camp.
Mm-hmm. And this, yeah.
But 60% of the players in camp,
yeah,
they came from two clubs, Remo and Rangers.
Yeah.
So other clubs, they don't have good players. Because I'm the coach, that's why I've been saying that once you become a national team coach, your affiliation with club side football should be ended. You stop.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. So I don't know you are done with your talk before I'm going to Michael.
No, let me just chip in Admiral Lookman.
Yeah.
I want Inter Milan to intensify. It's highly minimal. I thought I want more money. Let him pay more money. See, Lookman is worth more than that amount. Let Inter pay more money. This guy, see, I'm not trying to support Atalanta, but I'm just looking at this from that aspect of Lookman. That Lookman is more than that amount. Inter should pay more money because Admiral Lookman will give them what they want. I rest my thoughts.
Then I will see. Hold on to you there. So, Michael, I know that you want to say your thought before I move on to Mr. Fitzpatrick. I'll bring you on very soon, but let me hear from Michael.
Oh, thank you.
Yes.
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
So, I will start from Super Falcons money.
Yeah.
It is called gift. So, if I decide to give you 10 naira today, if you do the same tomorrow, I can decide to give you 2 naira. It is my money. It is called gift. So the fact that because they gave them 100,000 means they will have it next year is a big fat lie. So it depends on the worth of what we think it is at that time. It depends on the mood of the nation. So I think it's gift. And it's difficult for you to go and dictate to federal government of Nigeria what they call gifts at any particular time. They can give them $2,000 tomorrow. So it's gift. So it's your luck. Gift is luck. Except we want to just deceive ourselves. On the issue of on your mandate, we shall stand. It's unfortunate that the whole world is political. I know this is your program, and I don't mean to disrupt it.
Yeah.
Russia is throwing bomb in Ukraine. Russia is doing bad thing. Israel is causing famine in Gaza. It is Hamas that is the problem. So it depends on who the chief is. And Trump, that people know is doing rubbish, destroying the whole of the world economy. Some people are still singing in heroes' praise, depending. So, who the boss is sometimes, we cannot really shy away from it. So, even England is begging. England knows that England want to recognize Palestine, but is afraid of US. So, we should understand that. So, it happens everywhere, from the biggest strata in the world to the least. So, that's it.
Yeah.
For Lookman.
Yeah.
I told somebody, I said, the agency of Lookman, they are small boys agency. The person was arguing with me on this your program. Now we see now. So the person was saying, you see Lookman agency now, they are making Atlanta. I'm not putting a shade, but I'm trying to let them know that these things are now difficult now. People blame Osimhen, blame his management. Would they start blaming Lookman and the management now? So club to club decision, some stupid decisions that they make among themselves, is what affects all this transfer. It's difficult to come and blame a player. So I pray that Lookman is settled and doesn't become Osimhen number 2. For Tosin Adarabioyo, there's something they call professionalism. Even here in UK, in our GMC code, you see, there's something called honesty. So it is not about the project Nigeria is selling to him that is the problem of the facts. It's
Mm-hmm.
about his own intention.
Yes,
If
that is
Nigerian
very important.
project, so if Nigerian project is
I
bad,
just
leave
clarify that
it.
too. Yeah, continue. Sorry,
Leave
continue.
it if it is bad.
Mm-hmm.
If Nigerian project is good enough for you, join it. I'm not praising Nigeria.
Mm-hmm.
I'm only looking at the intention. Don't use a country as a bait. We are the Nigerians. It is our country that is bad. We should not now water down our country the more. I'm in the UK. To be very bad of me is that if I start speaking ill of Nigeria in front of another white guy, because bad as it bad, it is from Nigeria they still used to send me money to medical school.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you get what I'm saying. So I'm
Yes.
not talking about our project. It might be bad, but I'm looking at him as a person. Don't use us as a bait. That is
Yes.
what is not right.
Mm-hmm.
About Plumter and Madugu, there's a program I listened to today. I was just coming from work and I just put it in my car and listen. Plumter, they ask her, what did Madugu tell you before the final game? And what did Madugu tell you in the halftime? She could not reply one thing that Madugu said.
Yes.
What did
Because
Magudu
we
say?
don't see anything.
The presenter asked again. I don't know if you followed it. Charles Anasodo, what is his name?
And also,
Yeah.
Yeah. He asked her again. What did Madugu tell you in that second half? Go, go. You know, they were expecting her to say the coach said, okay, you guys, we're going to change the tactics now. They said no. She didn't understand what they were saying because her heart is so pure. What she was
Yeah.
saying is, we girls, we rally together. We discovered that it's
She
better
said the
for us to play
truth.
high pitch. So it means that the coach did not have any impact. That is the implication of what she's saying. But she did not know. She
Yes.
herself, she doesn't know what she's saying.
She said it that,
She
that we
doesn't
don't
know
need to
that.
get something from the bench.
She doesn't know that that's the meaning of what she's saying. They said,
Mm-hmm.
well, we brought more attacking flair, and we said no, we were not supposed to be defending from the first half. It's better we move forward, and then it bounced off on everyone. We began to work together. So it means that these girls were the one who won themselves.
Mm-hmm.
Even against all odds, Morocco brought a team. There is no gym for them. If you have, maybe you go and listen to it again. It's
Mm-hmm.
about 30 minutes. Yes.
Yeah.
Morocco brought teams. He didn't give them gym. How do you want them to recover? And I'm sure the Moroccan team will have had their own gym, swimming pool, everything running
When
for them.
Mohammed 5 training, and we Mohammed
So
6.
so you cannot have people who will shine light in people's eyes, and we can't talk about it. Unfortunately, people who are down south, as you have said, if you permit me to use this word, my wife does not want me to use some words, but I tell her that even Jesus said, woe. In Yoruba, they say, Egbe, say, woe to you, the Pharisees. So Jesus used a word that is stronger than what I'm going to use now. They are all idiots. Because you can't tell me that Morocco is wealthier than every other part of it. What's the GDP of Morocco that South Africa is not bigger than? What's the GDP of Morocco that Nigeria is not bigger than? What's the GDP of Morocco? Morocco just has king that everybody is worshipping. So what's their GDP? So that's it about that. I'm going to World Cup. I hope that I've forgotten what I wanted to say about World Cup. So I hope that Nigeria
Sorry,
will.
sorry. I just addressed it. Do you think that if Tosin plays for Nigeria, uh, his value will go down?
So let me tell you the truth. Go and watch. Is it Funes or
Mm-hmm.
what's their name against Chelsea that Tosin was
Udinese,
playing? Funese. They were overrunning him now. It was not fast enough. Some of those guys from South Africa were beating him. I'm not against Tosin. The truth is that if it comes to Nigeria, we improve the quality either on bench or on the field. You see, but Tosin is not the next best thing after this sliced
Slice
bread.
bread.
Yeah, he's not the best defenders, even in Chelsea.
Yeah.
So where he made his mark was in Fulham.
Yes.
And I'm even looking at Bassi being the one to pull up his what.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you have Bassi as your mate, he does the big dirty work for you.
Mm-hmm.
If you work with Bassi, you don't need physical strength. You just need intelligence. Bassi will do all those jobs for you. You position yourself, you will shine. If you play with Bassi with sense, you will shine. While Bassi will not even be seen at all because he will have stopped every threat for you. He will move into the midfield and come back to cover yourself.
Yeah.
So, but if he plays with Bassi, I know he's smart, but Tosin is a bit slow. He's a bit slow. He's
Yeah.
Semi Ajayi
Type of.
kind of player. That's what
Yeah.
I think. But
Yeah.
he's a bit ahead of Semi Ajayi, but
Yeah.
he's not the best. But the she is benching him. Cole Will is benching him. Who is not benching him in Chelsea? So let's just move that
Can
to
I,
one side.
can I ask Doctor a question? If Percy had moved to full time before playing for Nigeria, and if Adima Lookman had been in this form immediately after the under-20 victory for England, do you think these guys would have played for Nigeria?
So two things. Bassi decided to play for Nigeria when he was even young. Bassi is a prospect in England. When he had not even made Leicester City, he came out to say, I'm going to play for Nigeria. So before Bassi moved to Scotland, he was already saying he wanted to play for Nigeria. In fact, it was his first season in Scotland that he started playing for Nigeria. So he didn't even wait to be big. That's
Doctor,
one. For Ademola Lookman, I am not a soothsayer to say where he will have moved to. But what I'm not happy with, you see, Ademola Lookman did not use us as bait at the end of the day. He still came. What I'm looking at is the behavior. In some of the exams we write here, there's something they call situational judgment test. They check
Yeah.
your honesty.
SK. Medical
SJT.
listing. Yeah.
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 They check your honesty. And I'm using that same learning that I've gotten here in this country. I'm looking at his honesty, not the opportunities, not. So the honesty is in the time of Ademola Lookman, there were two opportunities. England was better. He never used Nigeria as a bait. He picked one at the end of the day. Ademola
Yes.
Lookman came to play for us when he was still 23 years. He had time to still wait and see if he was going to blossom.
Yeah.
But he still came at the end of the day. This guy has already blown. This Adarabioyo is in his peak.
Yeah.
If they ask you tomorrow, do you want to play for Nigeria? Just come and say, I don't want to play for Nigeria. Don't say, I may play, I may not play, I may play, wear our jersey today. I'm saying don't use it as bait. I'm not saying that he should play for us. I don't hate him. I'm a Yoruba boy. I don't hate him. I'll be happy if a Yoruba guy is playing.
Mr. Michael, just to buttress what you said, when Mike made that statement that if you are not ready, say you are not ready,
Just say
so
it.
that
It's very important, seriously.
his people responded with a post. Although you see, you are not saying you are not. See, nobody can point to his father's house with left hand.
Mm-hmm.
We're not saying you are a bastard. You are somewhere. We're not saying that. What we are saying basically is that are you Nigerian enough to say that you want to play? Okay, look at it now. Sorry to just to cut you. When they asked Victor Moses that why did you pick Nigeria ahead of England, so that you ask him why I picked my country. Don't go into that. Next question.
All right.
That is it.
So for Morocco,
so Doctor, such conditions, please, I don't agree with that.
Okay, finish so I can bring another person quick.
Okay.
Okay, yeah.
So for Morocco is a bully country. They are behaving like Libya. So if CAF is strong enough themselves, they want to make themselves meaningful. How would CAF go and sack the head of the referee? Is it the head or the one who appointed
He's the head of referee. Yeah. He's the one that we
without going to
allocate referees to this
if I
year.
were that guy, if the guy is educated enough, the guy should take CAF to is it CAS they call it? He should take
Yes.
them to say
Yeah. Sorry, Zabake, they did this thing when the FIFA president was still in Morocco. And according to what I'm reading now here, said there was nothing on that sack letter.
so the guy should take them. Some people say black people, black minds. It's Nigerians that say it. They say black people's mind. Dudu. So if the guy is enlightened, he will take if he takes CAF to CAS and demands $1 million, I bet it with you he will win. Oh, because you don't just sack people without hearing from his own side. There's no hearing, there's no control. You just decide to sack. Except what is in his contract, though. I don't know the last thing. So for Chan would have been better if CAF made it that everybody playing on African soil, just like
Yes, yes.
Euro, so that if you are English born, you're playing in Germany, you can still play. That
Yes.
there's something they play. If you can remind me, there's this little tournament that Eurozone also play. That is not Euro, but they have those in tier 1, tier 2, tier 3.
Yeah,
Why am I
Euro League.
forgetting?
You have,
Euro League, yeah, Euro League. Yeah,
yeah.
so there's the Euro League that everybody that is from that country can play. So we have players in Egypt, in
South Africa.
Algeria that are doing well. The boy who went to the World Cup will have been part of this
Yes, for this one. Yes.
chanting.
Okay,
So Ugbelu, yeah. So that is what CAF should look at, so that it will elevate the status of that competition. If they do it that way, countries like Senegal, Nigeria will still have a way of bringing out their best. What they get from those powerhouses now is not good, because most of those people who are powerhouses, Senegal and Nigeria, still move to South Africa, Egypt, and those countries. So those countries don't have the ability to call those talents anymore. So I think that is everything I have here. And congratulations to Simi at the end of the day. Galatasaray is the big club. Galatasaray is the place for him to be. Sometimes we chase glory and we lose what is more important. What is more important is peace, is joy, is life. This guy has found a home there. I saw the video. If he comes to England, they don't even know him. They don't even want to hear his name. They say he's arrogant. They destroy his image already. And some people are worshipping him. So I think Galatasaray is a place for him. All I pray is that he should get to semi-final in Champions League with Galatasaray somehow. And it will boost him. If he wishes, he should remain in Galatasaray. So that's all I need to say.
Thank you
So much.
I think that's a wonderful contribution from you. Thank you for your time. Yeah, thank you. So that's Mr. Ashko. Mr. Edison, your last thought before.
Yes, I was trying to say that.
I think I'm bringing you on now, and probably very quickly. Charles,
I was trying to say that
have you here, Charles, and Mr. Kingsley, I also have you here. But let me just hear from your final thought, Edison.
I'm not supporting Tosi. I'm just saying that we should make our project convincing. That it's the people that will be applying to come and play for us, not us begging them to play for us, not us begging them to play for us. They would long to tap into the project the way they are doing in Morocco, the way they are doing in Senegal, tap into the project. Then I agree with what this guy said, Dr. The guy that just left. He said something that
I want to ask you a question. Can you go and marry from the village? No. But yeah.
Maybe because I wasn't born in the village and I did not live in the village.
You see, you know where I'm going. Well, my dad was there, so let me just so continue your time.
So, like he said, I thought initially I thought Chan is for players playing on African soil.
No.
That's what it was supposed to be.
Yeah.
If they can make it that way, I'm telling you, it will boost African League.
Yeah.
Instead of our players going to all those what call it, Lithuania, San Marino, they wouldn't mind to play in African countries where they can say they well.
Yeah.
So some players that don't moved, then we can be able to see players in action.
Okay.
That's why it should have been done.
Yeah.
But like I said, congrats to Victor Sime. You know, like I said, the young man we have to plan for retirement.
Yeah.
So going to Galatasaray is a good move for him. Now he's not waiting the last day of the transfer before he gets a move. So the young man is happy now that and now he has a club, he has a new home, and I wish him well. Thank you.
Thank you. So, very quickly, your thoughts before I bring.
Yes, I will talk about two
Anything
things.
can go.
Yeah.
So let me just thank you, Edison, for your time. I enjoyed your contribution. So, very quickly.
I will talk about three things. One is that gift that Mr. Michael said is a gift. Yes, it's a gift, but there are some gifts that needs to be something is echoing. There,
I think you can mute yourself.
mm, there are some gifts that needs to be considered. Look at the angle I'm looking at it. Okay, for me, I look at it as an average Nigerian person. $100,000 you gave to them, which is 150 million naira each of them, right? I did not mention about the governors giving them 10 million. That one is a gift for me. I don't have a problem with that. But when the federal government whenever they come out to say $100,000 each for the girls, make sure that others coming up, you also give them $100,000 because the Afrobeat is coming. If you do not give them, it will cause a problem. There will be a problem in the sense that, okay, you gave these people $100,000, which is a gift, and you're giving us 20,000. Envy, jealousy, problem, disunity started coming. I love something that is okay. If we give these people, there are other tournaments going on. We can be able to accommodate this. We can be able to accommodate since that it is every next year they are going back to play that WAFCON. And if they play again, how much do we give them? We give them $30,000. Okay, let's increase it to 40.
Okay, before I let you go, I want to ask you a question. Do you think that people cajoled the president? That some people went from the back, say, see, then window, make we give them this more.
And that your president, any person advise him, I agree. He wants second term. Anything they ask him to do, he wants. Anything that they ask him to do, he will do. That is what I'm seeing. That is not the person I knew when he was in Lagos.
Okay. I want to go into when you.
Okay, apart from that one, yes. Then, concern about Tosi. Let me ask you a question, Smith. Is Eberechi a friend to Tosi?
I don't know for sure.
Okay, now, I think where the problem is starting now is Eberechi is the cause of the whole thing. Based on what I'm looking at, watch. When Lookman just came up, I want to play for Nigeria. Did his value go down? No. If you're an exceptional person, your value will go down. No matter you see it, if you're exceptional, Osime has value, his value go down? No. Olajuwon, his value has his go down? Hell no. Ivan Basel has his value go down? No. Then why others are saying his value is going down? Therefore, if his value is going down, which means that he's not exceptional. But I look at him as somebody who is exceptional because there's no defender in Nigeria right now that is better than Tosi. I said it. There's nobody in that position is playing. Even the one that is playing in abroad or playing in anywhere they are is better than Tosi. If you know one person, mention the person. Let's look at the person's track record. That's why I'm fighting for him. Look at your age. You're at your peak. And now that, this is not working well, but I believe that he would play for Nigeria because for him to come back to Nigeria with his family, with his parents, I think the problem is the parental responsibility. His parents would have said, you know what, those guys listen to their parents.
Well, he doesn't know where he come from.
Huh? He's your brother. He's your brother. He's your brother.
He's your brother.
Yeah. So these are the things. Then the last one I want to say, Coach Eric Chill. If you win the CHAN, I do not care if those guys will represent us against South Africa. I don't care. If you win this CHAN, and you said that the midfield is where the problem is, that you want to take the whole people that represent the CHAN to go and play the CHAN at the midfield. I don't care. If you're playing abroad, I don't care. Do you know why I'm saying this, Smith? Let me tell you this. Because during how many days will he remain to play South Africa? That is the question you have to ask yourself. And most of them might come like 2 or 3 days. And he have been with these guys at the midfield for months. And South Africa have been playing in their league. This is not all about the club. This is all about the coach and the mindset of the people that is going to play, that is going to bring. It's not all about this person playing in Club Rouge. This person, I don't care about. This is qualifying. This is not World Cup tournament. It's a qualifying. And you are playing with people that are playing in their local league. Most of them are not outside. And Coach Chile now now go to Chan and win the Chan tournament with the midfielder. You know that the midfield is the problem. And he said that he wants to take the whole midfielders from the Chan to play for them to come and play for us. I will accept him. I will tell him to do that. Yes, it's a game of chess. It's a game of discipline because he have coached these people for how many months right now? He have been with them. So if you say, drop them to go and bring Onyedika that have been playing maybe 2 days or 3 days, is going to play this, in order to adjust, please tell them to wait. Carry the midfield. Carry the people that you know our strikers, that one they will give us. You know our defender, that one. The problem is the midfield. If those midfielders are good enough and win the CHAN, remember, they are going to play with people who are playing in their local clubs in their nation. That's the way I look at it.
Yeah, because majority of Rwanda team play in Rwanda.
Yes, I do not care if this person I don't care. All I know is that if those boys listen to his instructions, those boys do what, and I'm going to pay attention to this CHAN. If he fix that midfield and see how we play in them, please carry those guys, mix it together, play South Africa. If we survive it, then you can choose your players for the World Cup.
Okay, and I'm going to be possible to come and shoot him if he failed to beat Africa. But let me just put it out.
No, I will not, because the whole thing has been messed up.
Shola, is it Shola Agbonje? So that you are making a lot of sense to what he's saying. So yeah. So Ade, it's your turn now. I don't know why the camera is off. I just want to hear from you. So I might still bring you later. I still have some questions.
Okay,
thank you very for your time. Ade, can you hear me? When it was time for her to talk, she left. Oh my days! But I still have a chance. Charles already has a question. Asked a question initially. What is wrong with Morocco every president? See, I won't lie to you. People say that some people are above the law. I just think that some people are sure above the law because the man they sacked in CAF should come and explain why they sacked him, because now the guy was responsible fixing the referees for CHAN. Now you sack the guy. It's really unfair. So, Mr. Patrick, I have you waiting here because I know that me and you conversation is not 2 minutes, it's not 3 minutes. It takes longer deeper into it. That's why I'm just keeping you short waiting there. But I'm going to bring you on, in 2 or 3 minutes now, because I'm going to wrap it up with Mr. Patrick, because Patrick always, we always dive into so many areas. So I don't want to. Let me just wait slightly for Mr. Patrick by bringing Ade on and Charles on. So Ade, thank you for joining. This is the first time I'm going to be seeing you here. Thank you for your time.
Yes, my first time calling.
You know what? There's one thing that you say. You can lower it. Maybe it's from Charles.
No.
Is it from my phone?
It's from her. Yeah, your phone. Your phone and your laptop are on. So turn off one.
I didn't turn on my
laptop.
laptop.
Just turn one off and use one to be listening to us. So that's I can.
Yeah. Just turn one off. Sorry for continuing. Just turn one off. Then listen to us. or if possible, if the other what's it called, other window is open for the YouTube, mute it, then come to this live because most time they be colliding.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, we can.
We can.
Hello?
Yeah, we can
Yeah,
hear you.
hello. We can hear you, but we cannot see you. Okay, then also network is working now, so I can see.
Can you hear me now?
We
Yeah, we
can hear
can.
you,
We
but
can.
we cannot see you.
Turn on your camera. Turn on your camera. It's a live stop, so like your camera needs to be set. Can you please turn on your camera?
I don't think I can hear anybody.
We can. Yeah, we can actually hear you if you can hear me. But I just think that you know what? If you can hear me very well,
Mm-hmm.
Ade, just join. Don't on the YouTube. Just go on the link. Go and join directly. Then the YouTube using maybe your TV, just off it so that it will be this thing. So, Chats, let me hear from you before I bring in my last set of. So,
Okay,
Chats,
Smith.
so I have Mr. Patrick and also waiting.
No
And
problem.
two
No
of
problem.
you, yeah.
No problem. Okay, so first I'll start from the WAFCON. If you watch that WAFCON game, Nigeria versus Morocco, Morocco be favorites for what? For their tactics, their tactician, their coach. We were favorite for being experienced, having better players. But what I hated for what Madugu did was I was like, why did you bench Jennifer? Why did you bench him? Was it a plan B? Or were you just too scared to be defensive? Because athletic wise, we are the better players. We had the better players. Why did you bench Jennifer? He benched Jennifer and Morocco. The Moroccans they ran us through the midfield. But one weakness the Moroccan have is bad defense. And I was like, why? To me, in the first, I was like, why was the girls doing long balls and long balls and long balls? Why not shoot from at least 8? Because their keeper is not that good. Sorry to say, she's not that good. She considered the most goal between her and in a dossier. So I was like, why didn't she do? She do? Why didn't they do that? And Echejine came in, Babajide came in. The whole game changed completely, and that's how we knew we've won it. So now I think it's high time the girls should start. They need to start coming together, and what's it called? Challenge for the World Cup. They need to challenge for that World Cup. I know they can win it, but my greatest fear is now is when NFF will start using these Falcons to start for politics. Will they start using them for politics? Now they are not, because if you notice this girl, they have a record. They're the first national team to have 10 continental titles. No national team, the female edition has have it. So these girls, they have a record right now. So my only thing that they need to find a right back because Alozie is not right back. They targeted her so bad. That second goal should have been avoided. That first goal should have avoided. We need to find a right back. We
No,
need to get.
so Chats, if you listen to this thing very well, he said that the coach told them to drop. Actually, Panama said, we are dropping. They are cooking us. Let me just go.
Yeah,
Let's
I was
attack.
listening to her. I was, and okay, sorry for cutting. I was listening to her interview. I wanted to
Yeah.
see what Madugu said, but she was being vague. I was like, okay, yeah, Madugu didn't say anything.
He
This
said,
girl just inspired herself, and let's
he
keep
went to the
winning.
toilet. He went to the toilet. He didn't say anything.
And you said anything. I was like, wow, really? Because they were asking her, what did he say? He didn't say anything. The thing was, the mistake Madugu made was, why would you bench Jennifer? I was surprised. He said, no, Jennifer. And you bring who was there? Was it Abiodun and I don't know, I can't remember the last person. And exactly. And how can you win a game? How when you play two defensive midfielders, how can you win a game? And you know if you notice between us and Morocco and the Moroccans, when it comes to athleticism, we are better than them, athletic wise. So why would you do that? And for me, that penalty is not a penalty. Forget the angle they are showing you from that other side. That is not a penalty. Look at the proximity. And before she kicked the ball, it was too late for the player to react. And this is the same thing to Chaloba against Fluminense. A cross. He was in natural position, but he bounced off his hand. It wasn't a penalty. So what's that problem? If that's the case, why is CAF allowing them using laser light? Why are they using laser light? Why is more?
No, with due respect, I think he stopped in second half. I think
light?
Yeah, the laser light stopped in
No.
second half.
I was seeing it. Was it
And the first half was so bad.
It was so bad. I was seeing it
They
like
reduced it slightly. in the second half, I think the police went, around. They knew where it's coming from. They told them and things like that. It's very difficult to search for it, like because it's very tiny. So they look for a way to curb it slightly, but they are leading to nil. So they were not under any pressure or things like that to even put it out.
Yeah,
They were thinking that okay, the trophy is already won, so there was no enough pressure yet.
yeah. But I feel like Macaf should stop letting this the North Africans get the better of you. And I think West Africa should stand up, should start having a stake, start building your own infrastructure because no, these guys are get how can we all know that that's a penalty. That's not a penalty. So why are they complaining compared to the one that they gave us? Was it Esther that crossed that ball? And the other Moroccan defender was in that she jumped and he literally touched her hand. So what are they saying? Okay, after that, I'll go to the Osimhen transfer. I'm so happy he left Italy. He left Napoli. I'm so happy. I still in contract. I was a little bit disappointed in all the English club because I mean, come on, they don't rate this guy. They don't rate him like that. But I thank God for him, and I pray they do very well in Champions League. Right? I want them to do at least semi-final. If they can get maybe a decent goalkeeper, a center half, and then maybe decent midfielders, those guys can challenge for the Champions League trophy. Because I think if I'm not mistaken, they are interested in Donnarumma, Ederson, and who else again? I can't remember. I think Summer because Donnarumma, PSG. Yeah, I think he doesn't want to renew his contract or something. So PSG are pushing to sell him. So they're interested in him. I'm hoping that Galatasaray at least starts to do something in this Champions League, at least semi-final or finals, at least. Because I want Osimhen to prove to all Europe that he's as better than those number nine that are hyping up. Because when it comes to goal scoring prowess, the guy is 12. Yes, he might be unlucky for that Champions League stuff. People might say, "Oh, it's Champions League, he had 5 goals," but can you blame him? Most of those time he was injured. Most of that time, and I think he's trying to. He's most of the games he played, he was injury prone, so it was like so difficult. But I'm so happy. I'm a little bit disappointed. Man, you could not pay him for that. Man, look at Inter Milan and the Atlanta. Inter don't want to pay almost 50 for Lookman, but Man, you paid 70 million for Mbeumo. So between Mbeumo and Lookman, who's way more better? It doesn't make sense. So I hope Lookman leave. I hope Onyedika leave. I'm hoping for Tolu. Tolu is a little bit quiet. I don't know what's going on. I feel like he needs to leave to develop. And I'd love to see this guy, Akko Adams, to
Yes,
come in for that World Cup qualifying game against South Africa. I would love to see him. He's
yeah,
quality.
if he can, yeah.
Yeah. So Smith, what's going on
All right.
about the point deduction? He's quiet, too
So
quiet.
I will wrap up the show by saying few things about it. I will wrap up the show by saying few things about the point deduction. Charles?
Yeah.
All right, all right. So Charles, thank you for actually joining. So I'm just going to manage Ade. Your do is still not good, but I'm just going to listen to you because I've been trying. So, yeah,
Yeah, can you hear me now?
yeah.
Yeah. So I just want to I this is my first time calling. So I just want to talk about Morocco. The person I don't blame Morocco, to be honest. I don't blame Morocco for anything that's happening. The people I really blame is African countries themselves. Because nobody is willing to develop their stadium. Because why is it every competition we're doing it in Morocco? This one we're doing it in Morocco, and any little thing we want to say, we'll call ourselves giants of Africa. We don't even have a just only one stadium in the whole Nigeria. We can't even host one single tournament. And I keep asking, why is it always Morocco? So obviously, the minute they're allowing Morocco to host this type of event, they feel like they have a sense of favoritism to like to actually back them up. You get um like now the way that competition was held, automatically they felt okay, they are going to win this competition because if you notice from the beginning of that tournament to when they got to the semi-finals, they were all getting penalty. Who was getting penalty? They were favored.
Mhm.
Like even the referee is trying to do a decision against them because the match I watched against Senegal, they will start like blowing whistle or they'll start booing the referee. There was like tension there. You could just feel it. because they are the host nation. So this thing is, I can't blame Morocco. I will blame African countries that choose not to develop their sports. And I keep asking at times, why does South Africa not hold or host some of this competition? South Africa has good stadiums. Even apart from South Africa, I think Botswana too has okay stadiums. Why can't they host all these little tournaments? And why is it only Morocco hosting all these tournaments? I don't really know what's going on. If we're doing CAF Awards is in Morocco, if we're doing this one is in Morocco, then then for the likes of West African country, I don't even think we even hold anything apart from the last AFCON we did. That's that. For Tosin, I don't know. Everyone is telling Tosin, "Oh, play for Nigeria." You guys are just disturbing yourself. Even Alex Iwobi has spoken to him before, and he has told him, "Tosin, do you want to play? Come and play for Nigeria." He keeps giving excuse, and it's still the same excuse that he's giving. It's obvious that he wants to play for England, so he's trying to open the door between England and Nigeria. Like um he doesn't want to put his leg outside because he feels like England is going for World Cup now and they might need a backup. So he wants to use that opportunity to break into England team. And if Nigeria qualify for World Cup, I'm sorry, we should not invite Tosin. Even though he has, I'm not saying, I don't even know whether he's going to even blend with the team because we know the struggle, the stress that we're using now to gather and get our points because we don't even know if we're going to World Cup. But if we go to World Cup, I have a feeling that Tosin will come and say he wants to play for Nigeria because that is his game plan. He's just looking at us that, oh, let them go, then let them qualify first. Because trust me, you know the back of his eyes to look at Nigeria. But at the same time, he wants England to call him. Then he will switch um allegiance and say, oh, I want to play for Nigeria. This thing is just mind game because this is not the first time they've spoken to him. Every time on Independence Day, won Nigeria jersey. He
Mhm.
just knows what to do, to be honest.
Yeah.
And for Lookman, there's a report, an internal report in between those Italian journalists that are saying that Napoli has like an agreement, like an agreed amount to pay Atalanta, which is higher than the offer that Inter Milan is offering. So they have
Mhm.
two agreements. So that's the reason why Atalanta is putting a bit of an embargo. I think Napoli is offering 60 million from what they said, the report that was brought up from one of those Italian journalists. They were offering 60 million, but then obviously Lookman has rejected them. That was what they were offering to pay Atalanta. So there's a club to club agreement without obviously the player. So they want it to be a situation whereby it will be stuck with no option but to move to Napoli. But I don't think he's going to go to Napoli. But the only thing now about Lookman. Now he has already deleted all his posts related to Atalanta from his Instagram page. Everything on his Instagram, his Twitter, he has deleted everything. But he has been the cool and calm guy because last year he was meant to be in PSG. Like as we're talking about, he's meant to be in PSG, meant to be in second year in PSG, but they blocked his transfer and said, "Oh, one player is going, they can't sell him." And now this year again, he has to go, but they are giving him and that they told him already that any club he feels like going to, they are going to accept a deal for it. But why is it that they want to sell him abroad 40 million? That's what they said. They want to sell him abroad 40 million. But him, he wants to go to Inter. Let him go to Inter since when that's the only club offering him. I know that the money is small for Lookman, but that guy is not playing like he wants to play in Atalanta again. Because I don't know what Atalanta really wants, but then at the same time, Lookman is going to be a long it's going to be a long ride this week for him because he's
Mhm.
rebelling on this.
Yeah.
And for the likes of the 100K, to me, I just feel these girls they deserve it. They've been ignored a lot. Like I remember there was a show on IoT that said they did not do friendlies for them. They don't even used to check on them to know what's up, or how are you going to come to this location. They did not invite some of these girls for 1 year to come and play in the place together. Some of them just played after 1 year together. That was in Morocco. After 1 year, that's when they played. After that World Cup, they've not seen each other. So
Mhm.
those girls, no offense to Coach Magudo, I'm sorry, Ma, I don't know
Madugu.
how to pronounce. Yes, I no offense to him. I just feel that I'm sorry, tactically is lacking. I don't need to say. I'm not trying to say he did not do well. He did well, but at the same time, it's just it's just not it. And also, I noticed that Ashley Plumtree did an interview. So this interview, I feel like if she's not careful, they might kick her out of the national team.
Mm.
She might be. There's an interview now because I've not really watched it. I've not seen. I'm just looking at it because everyone is talking about it. And if she's not careful, she might be kicked out of the national team the same way Leon Balogun was kicked out.
Thank
That
you,
that
Ade.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you
Thank
for
you
your
for your
time.
time. Really appreciate you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah. And that is actually Ade, no, beauty brain, I like analysis, spot on, well cautioned, that's why I like when he knows our audience, and that's actually what's very good. Well cautioned, described everything. Hey, before I bring Mr. Patrick on now, and so let me just say this thing: NFF cannot block Ashley Plumter from Falcons. We know what they have been trying. We know what they are doing under G. NFF cannot send Alozie away. I'm saying it now. NFF cannot send Ashley Plumter away. NFF cannot ban Tony Payne. I'm saying it here now. I'm saying it here. I'm calling names now. NFF cannot ban Tony Payne. Tony Payne will continue to play for Falcons. NFF cannot ban Jennifer Eshejide. If you ban all of them, say okay, go and be playing with Miracle Sani. Go and be playing with Miracle Sani. So I just think that I just think that the NFF should not manage this thing very well. It's no longer. I just think that you cannot keep on banning people because they say something, banning people because you just do the right thing to once, then people will stop talking. So let me bring my brother Chris Patrick. I've been waiting for so long. Thank you for your patience, and also I've been joining, and I was rejoining. So he's like what? He's like to the home stretch now. We have discussed different things. We've discussed, the money. Is it is it going to be audio money? We'll talk about that. We've discussed the sudden sack of the referee because Morocco is trying to bully CAF. We discussed the chat too. What's the future of the chat? Discuss the World Cup qualifier. Discuss Victor Osimhen. So let me just take my super chat before I ask the Patrick to just take it up. So from my brother, who shall I call him? Did you observe that Osimhen was enthusiastic about the transfer? Hopefully, Inter will increase it to 50 million because Osimhen, because Lookman has removed Kuga has removed Atlanta from what? From his profile, which is statement Inter wants. I remember Victor Osimhen once removed Napoli too now. If you remember from his profile, but it didn't went well. I'm hearing that Napoli is the problem with this transfer. Napoli already had an agreement with Atlanta, but with higher wages, compared to what Inter has to offer. Well, I think Luka prefers to go to Cameroon. So it's going to be a very big, long thing. I will now look at it. Maybe that Napoli owner will influence Atlanta. Maybe his power to reach different club. will see, because he said it's very powerful. I want to see maybe his power will reach Atlanta too. But let me hear from you, Mr. Patrick. Mr. Patrick, you're talking about what I don't know when you joined, but just take it from anywhere.
If I'm to, thank you. If I'm to start from the
100,000,
from the 100,000, I think the 100,000 is okay. It's still within the market rate. I think this is better. I remember during Buhari's era, the Buhari refused to pay them, and I think they boycotted. There was strike or something. I can't remember what happened, but I know that there is marked improvement. I think the president now is a football enthusiast, and he reward footballers. Well, I remember in AFCON when they got silver, he rewarded them, gave them, even Shegu Odegami was envious, saying that why should they reward people that got silver more the same thing they rewarded them that got gold. But it depends on who is the president. So I think what he did is okay. I don't see anything wrong with that. Then with respect to the officiating, I think this thing will, to be fair, even though it's very difficult the truth is bitter. I think we are somehow lucky to say because if it was Michael Oliver or Anthony Taylor, I tell you, they will blow that penalty. Just to balance equation, and especially against a host country. So if it was Anthony Taylor or Michael Oliver, I bet you they will blow that penalty. Even though everybody will argue in its own side. Everybody will be arguing but I'm seeing it from a neutral point of view, even though I'm in Nigeria. So we were lucky, because that penalty is discretion. It's a matter of discretion. So referee will not blow it penalty. So referee will blow it penalty, especially when they are playing against host country, and considering the hostility from the airport to the hotel to the gallery to everywhere. So they will try to balance, balance the thing by blowing that penalty. Considering they have given Nigeria penalty on something similar. So somehow we are lucky. People can say anything they say this he moved his hand, he brought his hand, but all those arguments depend on the referee. I bet you if it is Anthony Taylor or Michael Oliver, that it will be a penalty. Because these guys are also controversial referees in their own respect. And they said somehow the FA has suspended them. They are the top-rated English referees, but at the same time they also make mistakes. Sometimes, these are human errors. So with respect to Osimhen, I think I remember the last time I came here, was it IoT was saying many people were not facing Osimhen, this that. I told him that he will still go to the right place, that before the transfer window closes, that he will still, the right place. In fact, I was even using deadline day just to, as an example, because I know that, sometimes, the Bible says that better is the end of a thing than the beginning thereof. So sometimes the end is the matter. So that Galatasaray was a very good, I think his transfer fee was, I think that was the Turkish transfer record. And, Turkey is tax-free. So compared to UK, that is taking 45% tax. So somehow everything worked in his favor, and Galatasaray is not a small team. I think I remember the 2000 when they won the Europa Cup, UEFA Cup. Then they beat Arsenal on penalties, and they knock out Leeds United then, and I think they knock out Leeds United then, and they stabbed two of Leeds United players, talking them, and the match that was played in England, there was none of their supporters. They didn't allow them in England, so they played with us. I still qualified that they beat Arsenal in the final, then 2000. So I think it's a good team. I think they have also signed Leroy Sané from Bayern. We have Leroy Sané there. We have this Spanish captain of Spanish national team there. So it's I think they have quality. They should be able to at least reach at this semi-final, Champions League, depending on who they meet. So it's good on that. Then with respect to which other topic did you ask again?
We discussed about Tosin Adarabioyo.
Okay, Tosin Adarabioyo. So what Tosin is doing, I've not seen it from the way people see it, because to be fair, most people that take Nigeria are people that their chances of playing in England is slim. To be, let us, sentiment aside, if you have the opportunity to play for England, why should you want to play for Nigeria? They just tell me the reason, because playing for England, you stand a chance of qualifying and even going further in the World Cup, if not winning the World Cup. So then, because I know that I think is it Obi's podcast, this what's this lady's brother Aliko, I think he also concurred to that, because when you check that possibility, even the so-called big players in Africa, George Weah, his son Timothy is playing for USA. Why is he not playing for Liberia? This Sané, now his son is playing for Germany. Lukaku played for Zaire during Tunisia '94.
Mm-hmm.
His son Romano Lukaku plays for Belgium. So this guy now that moved to from Nottingham Forest to Newcastle, what is his name?
Ilanga.
Yes, that Elanga, I think his father is from Cameroon, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
Yes. Then that guy, why is he not playing for Cameroon? So these are the so-called big players in Africa.
Even Fudo Igeneme, he's not playing for Belgium.
Yes. So I don't see if he doesn't play for Nigeria, it's not something that people will be getting angry and saying this.
I just want to say something, Dominic, because I've been hearing conversations about Ebrechie. See, I know he came to camp with Ola Inosuka long time ago, but he had one interview with Nendo Monua. He said something there that I have to hold it. It's meaning. He said it was like God has saved him. He would have played for Nigeria. Can you see? So that those are things that they're thinking, no. If England was not fought for me, he wasn't playing for Nigeria. For him to say that's what Nedon don't close the door. Don't say that. Don't make that mistake. He was young then. Like God has saved him for Nigeria. That was during COVID. That was them. God has saved you from Nigeria. That's when they talk about it. I do just want to, because we see people that are ready. The England are to say, hearing leave us. Lookman was just 20. He said, I'm hearing you want to leave us. To tell you that Lookman was already pushing. Not like people that are just not pushing, they're not even put their two legs, they were carrying around this area with no intent. That's why I say, if you are not patriotic, if you don't play Nigeria, don't play for Nigeria. Don't
Yeah,
play for
but what if someone like Bukayo Sakana, you know, did not
see
have the opportunity
Bukayo
to play,
Saka. Bukayo
he will be
Saka.
playing for Nigeria. So
Bukayo Saka would have Bukayo Saka would have played for Nigeria. Sorry,
yes,
I think you can mute your audio. I don't know, maybe it's audio is having issues. If Bukayo Saka, for like, I don't know if you can mute yourself. Mute yourself. So,
No, I'm muted.
muted? No, you're not muted.
Yeah.
Okay. You're muted now? No, I can hear you.
Yeah, I'm muted on YouTube.
So, mute yourself. Yeah, let me see if you can.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Fine. Are you muted?
Come on.
No, you're not muted. Okay, I think you are muted. Okay, I think it's Mr. Patrick. Let me mute yourself. Let me see.
let me see.
So, mute yourself. Can you unmute yourself? So?
Unmute.
Okay, I think Mr. Patrick, you're the one. Your audio is like not really working properly. Let me just start say that. See, Saka will have played for Nigeria. There was no problem. Saka, it was few things that happened that Saka did not play. That's why, because Saka will not get along with some people in NFF up to today. Up to today. Saka told Sky Sports that it's going to be very hard for him to choose between Nigeria and England. Nigeria never invested anything on this guy. And somebody's now coming here. They say that he's thinking. He says it's going to be hard. Somebody, in fact, imagine this Sky Sport interview to us. Will you mention Nigeria? Let Sky Sport interview. Do you think they will mention Nigeria? They will not mention. For Saka is more Nigeria than nearly all of them. So that's why some people, Saka will not be friends with some people in the NFF till tomorrow because they know what they did. So, Mr. Patrick, I don't know what's on your audio, but let me just give Dinosaur time to talk.
What I was saying,
audio is bad.
Are you so? Then with respect to the, because all these things, people will say, always in their own favor, this is that, but the truth of the matter is that if this Tosin, he is, weighing options that he may get England call up. So that's why he's putting Nigeria at, 50-50. If he gets England call up, then he will take England. If he doesn't get England call up, he will fall back to Nigeria, which I don't see anything wrong with that, because that is what somebody like Tronsecon, if Tronsecon can play for England, he won't be playing for Nigeria. There's no, it's because he doesn't have that opportunity. That's why he's playing for Nigeria. I remember when this guy, what is his name? That was Ruben Amola, that a guy was talking. Ruben Amola, then, if even this guy that played that Joseph Yobo brought to the national team in 2004, what is his name? George Abe. If they can play, if those guys had the opportunity to play for England, they will take England ahead of Nigeria, but they didn't get that opportunity, so they have to take Nigeria. Even what is his name then? And that wanted to play for England and didn't get the opportunity. What is his name, sir? Our brother in the 80s, that played for Wimbledon, and so everything depends on, even Efane Koku. If Efane Koku had gotten England call up, he will not play for Nigeria. So let's the truth be said. It's not a question of Nigeria or not. I even see some athletes that even took other nationalities. I remember this guy that represented Portugal. Is it in Sydney or is it Obiquel? Francis Obiquel. And God save her. The other guy, Ambrose, also went to Spain. So it depends on the opportunity you have. You know, like Abidi Pele's two sons are playing for Ghana because they cannot get the shirt in that French nationality. I tell you, if they can get, if Andrea you or Jordan Ayew can get the shirt in the French national team, they could have been playing for France. Just
what about Lookman that changed at 23? What about
who?
Lookman.
Lookman also, if Lookman has just like I remember that Vito Moses said that Fabio Capello, while he played for Nigeria, was Fabio Capello was not even looking at his side. That was why he decided to play for Nigeria.
What about Lookman?
Lookman also, if he has also gotten England call up.
At that 21,
a sure of getting a regular shirt, not just being invited like this guy plays for Roma, that all those guys.
Abraham.
Lookman's situation is different. Lookman just finished the under 20 World Cup. They won the 20 World Cup. That was when Nigeria was already in the picture.
Under 17 World in India.
Under 20 World Cup.
Under 20.
Under 20 World Cup. It just finished.
England won under
Nigeria
17 and under
was
20.
already in the picture. See, he won that World Cup with Dominic Solanke. Remember?
Okay.
He's not playing for England now.
But do you know that Dominic Solanke at the time wanted to play for Nigeria? When
no, there was it wasn't. That was first. That was first. That was not Nigeria. That wanted. That was first. That was just Facebook. No. See, Lookman, Nigeria has already been in the picture for Lookman ever since. And Lookman changed actually between 22 to 23 years of age. So he also had a chance to wait for England. England results after the qualifying and said, why they allow him to go? So some players are different. It's just because of some people don't feel Nigeria. That's why I'm saying it. If you don't feel Nigeria, what is the point? It's not a crime. You mentioned John Fashanu. Fashanu, he came to camp with Otto Gloria. He said it. And Otto said that
he came even in 1985.
Yeah, he came. When he came with Otto, when he
played him against Tunisia, World Cup qualifier against Tunisia. We lost. We 1-0. They invited Fashinu and John Chidozie.
Let me just talk about his own experience. He told him that go and be eating chicken and chips with your people because these people they eat about. You cannot really blend with them. And what's that Rangers winger? There's one Rangers winger that going to play. I forgot his name.
This guy.
He's a lawyer now. He played. He's a lawyer now. He's on Facebook. He's very outspoken on Facebook. No. He's a lawyer now.
Is it okay? Not CMF. Okay. Charles Okonkwo.
Charles Okonkwo, thank you.
Yeah.
So Charles Okonkwo said that when they brought in Fashanu, the first time they saw Fashanu in camp, they knew that he's not good. That he cannot bench all those one they have. So sometimes too, at that time, do you think Fashanu would have got enough caps? I think Fashanu would have been like Evan Ikoko.
Yes.
Have enough caps and just go like that. Because we were spoiled with toys then, and they understand the terrain of the African football. So I don't want to. You can meet some of the academics here from the so then we wrap it up. So let me hear from you.
Oh, okay, my brothers. Starting from the Falcons reward money, I
Yeah.
think it was very justified.
Yeah.
I don't have you know, I give them the kudos for doing so. When it comes to the coaching aspect, I believe Randy Wardrum was justified with his in his interview with IoT
Mm-hmm.
that this championship will be won by the heart of these girls, and that was exactly what happened.
Mm-hmm.
Um, the key thing, from what I remember you saying, Smith,
Mm-hmm.
AFCON is won. WAFCON is won.
Mm-hmm.
Do we stop at winning WAFCON? We want to be competitive in the world stage.
Mm-hmm.
Do we believe that Madugu will take us to the world stage?
Mm-hmm.
Personally, for me, I do not.
Mm-hmm.
I do not, because the input from the beginning of this WAFCON to the end, I'm going to reference you also, Mr. Patrick. I agree with you on the part of luck.
Mm-hmm.
Luck, we rode our luck. And the luck that got us through to winning was the heart of these girls. Madugo was a was a barrier for these girls to nearly miss winning this championship. They he we started after winning the game against Tunisia. You can see that the team, that was not the starting lineup. When it seemed like we've gotten the starting lineup, call it 85%, things started working. And in the finals, he reverted back to less than 50% effectiveness in their first half.
Mm-hmm.
And we nearly paid for it. And we ended up winning this championship and not knowing our best 11. Do you think we know our first 11? No.
I think we
The
do.
team that won us that championship was not our first 11. The best first 11 was not in display in this WAFCON that was completed. We played this tournament, finishing it without knowing the full potential of Rensola Babajide. That girl is a natural left winger. And I'm going to stay here. I'm going to state it here clearly. Rensola Babajide is the left winger in that team. She was the best left winger we have in that championship. Ihezro was a striker. We did not get to see what Ihezro, Rinsola, and Okonkwo would have been in that championship. We only saw two combinations of these three girls. But at the end, we were victorious. Great. So, what is the plan ahead? Is it time to get Edna Emade before it is too late? Edna Emade is the face of the center striker position in the Falcons going forward.
Mm-hmm.
Gift Monday has so much potential to give to Nigeria.
Mm-hmm.
Those two players incorporated into this team, and the urgent need for the weakness that we all saw in the team need to be plugged.
Mm-hmm.
Ohale is a great center back,
Yeah.
but the speed is not there anymore. And the Moroccans targeted them so much. And I'm going to say to Charles, if you're still listening, when you said Alozie was culpable for those two goals, I need you to go back and rewatch it again. The first goal was Ayinde
Mm-hmm.
misplacing the pass because they were playing too deep. And the Moroccans knows that they were playing defensive. and was attacking. That was why that mistake fell to Moroccans, and they took advantage of it. The second goal was the girl that just challenged O'Halley, and O'Halley, because of lack of speed, miscued there the clearance. Alozi had no chance in that second goal to block that ball. That guy girl had all the advantage, and she took the advantage to perfection. At the end of it, we won, but we need to revamp some area of the team in order to be able to compete in the world stage. And if these uh, little tweaks are made, the next AFCON should the games will be won even in the first half against any of these opponents.
Mm-hmm.
When it comes to Napoli,
So somebody said you should just tell us your first 11. So
my
goalkeeper
first 11,
yeah.
Chiamaka Nadozie,
Mm-hmm.
Alozie should remain as the right
Yeah,
back.
right. Yeah.
At this point, I think um, the Mihin and the Plumter should play the central defense.
Mm-hmm.
On the left side, we are lucky that we still have Tony Penn can play as a left back
Mm-hmm.
effectively. She has done for us in the past.
Mm-hmm.
Rafayat Miran can
Mm-hmm.
also play as a left back. When it comes to our midfield, our best three there from what I saw in the championship is Eshegini,
Mm-hmm.
Abiodun, and Uchebe.
Mm-hmm.
Up front, starter Ajibade,
Mm-hmm.
Ellen Emade,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
and
Yeah.
Okoronkwo.
Okay. Mm-hmm. And
Those are
Koron.
the starting 11.
Okay. Let's move on to your Napoli quickly before I go to Mr. Patrick.
My,
And that you want to
on
say
the
some few
issue
things
of the
about.
Napoli, this
Yes.
has gone beyond football reasons to the point that CAF should start weighing in with FIFA because these players are starting to be treated as if they do not have, the right to say, no, this is not the destination I want to go. Look, man, no African in their mind will want to experience what Victor Seaman went through. We all saw that in display. Why would you want to go there? This was a mistake that Shuba Akpom made with Ajax. What was his fate? He saw everything that happened to Kevin Bassey. He went there. We saw everything that happened. And this is a repeat. We have seen and heard the words of the owner of Napoli. That is his mind frame when it comes to how he sees African players.
Mm-hmm.
We cannot be talking without really remembering those facts about everything that has transpired. Those are real.
Mm-hmm.
That is my own perspective when it comes to the Napoli thing that is happening. I
Mm-hmm.
think Lookman is wise. He is a wise guy, and
Mm-hmm.
I know he's not going to go to Napoli, and he is being bullied to go to Napoli.
Mm-hmm.
That said, I'm very glad with Victor Osimhen's decision to go to Galatasaray. And I'm going to point out what Mr. Patrick said. I 100% agree with you that Osimhen landed where he was meant to be,
Mm-hmm.
where he was appreciated. That is the key thing. And Michael, if you're listening, I agree with you wholeheartedly. It is a peace of mind.
Mm-hmm. That's the
He
most
went
important.
to a place where he would have a peace of mind and be valued for what he is worth. Nigerian fans clamoring for the likes of Chelsea and being Chelsea fans and all that. Chelsea was also culprit to what happened to Victor Osimhen because they are willing to value all those other guys over 80s and 100 million pounds. But why wouldn't they value a proven player and an African footballer of the year before? Why wouldn't he be valued at such level?
Mm-hmm.
And the one behind that was negotiating his price down. Liverpool, we saw the same pattern. Ekitike is not in the same level as Osimhen. We know that. He is not in the same level as Osimhen. So that is my own take on the Galatasaray.
Yeah, yeah. Thank you, Dennis, for your take. So let me just go quickly to Mr. Patrick. I don't know, maybe the audio is.
Let me say something about Adara Bioyo with reference to what.
Okay, yeah, see which Mr. Patrick. It'll come to you now. It was being
Mm.
I thought, yeah.
So
Okay.
when it comes to Adara Bioyo, it has his behavior. I will reference also to what Michael said. I'm 100% agreement. You should not use Nigeria as a bait for a call-up. All these players with dual nationalities, they have every right to choose any country they want to play for. But do not dangle Nigeria in order to get attention of your preferred destination. That is a disservice to a country of your blood origin. Tosin Adarabioyo, you are very welcome to go and play for England. I have communicated with Smith for over a year to 2 years that I do not believe that Tosin is being genuine about representing Nigeria, and I still stand by that. And at this point, I think Nigeria are better off without Tosin Adarabioyo.
Thank you for that submission. Thank you. This is one of the biggest supporters of Channel. Thank you for your support for the show. Thank you. Maybe I'm going to see in AFCON. So, Sir Patrick, I know that your audio is slightly off there, but I want to wrap up with you before we go then to finally. So, Mr. Patrick, I said since this about you feel something. See, let me give you a story. Not a story, just like okay, it's just a story. I spoke to one what's it called? Player. He said that when you put on that great white jersey, it's like once you enter you. There's sometimes you might get possessed. Like it's because of what you feel. The girl play for club, but it doesn't feel the same thing, but just does for club. So that's why I'm saying that if you don't feel it, don't frustrate us. Just go. If you are working with walking stick, I call you for England. Go. Go. Look at Bola play for Nigeria. He did not die. He did not die. He did not. He's still selling his card. The card. Selling his card in the UK. Up to now.
Would have died against Ivory Coast 1993 World Cup qualifier in Abidjan because he was down and Westerhoff does not want to change him. The guy, even confessed it because the guy fainted. He was almost waiting for substitution. Westerhoff refused to change him. It was when he fell down and then Westerhoff was forced to bring Isaac Semitoje the last 10 minutes.
And with due respect, if you stand beside Isaac Semitoje, he's a mad thing. It's a FT man. No, see, there was a genius man there. He said that in training, dare not look at their face. Push your car for. It's a he didn't want to. If it's the laps or he didn't want to, he snaps alone like this. He's a man. These are big.
WWE.
Football
Yeah,
don't change.
that was, and that's also what Mourinho does not. If Mourinho is assembling a team, not only looking at intelligence, he's also looking at their build. You have to be like almost a heavyweight boxer, very strong, very physical. Somebody like Mourinho will not buy a player like this Bayern Munich guy that got injured in the Clubs World Cup. What is his name?
Musiala.
Musiala, yeah.
They will not buy somebody like Musiala. Mourinho looks at why Mourinho sold Robin to Real Madrid was because he was getting injury all the time. At the time, he was one of the best players for Chelsea, but because of that constant injury, that was why.
Do you remember he sold Salah?
Yeah.
He sold Salah too.
He sold Salah. Yeah, he sold Salah. Let me just answer this question. Sorry. Madugu's license is CAF A. If I'm not mistaken, he also got UEFA. I think he got CAF A. And somebody, because your comment is not super, that's why I didn't like it. But I will say it somewhere. He said, if Madugu pays his taxes, a team like Morocco, they will lose every game. I don't know about that one. What I know is this. Ashipanta said it that it's not about pushing it, that they want to focus on. Because what he asked them to do, they are losing. They asked they want to take it at themselves. So that is that. So, and, I hope that this WAFCON can bring in so many challenges for Nigerian football. So let me just hand up by I have to ask you a question, Patrick. Do you think this Nigerian team is the best in history? Just 1 minute.
The WAFCON.
This women, do you think they are the best in the history of Nigeria? Women.
I think the team is because I remember the days of Perpetua and Quacha, Ukeria, Uche. We didn't have professionals much then. So, but now we have almost 90% professionals. So I think the team has the potential to go far in a world. I think we in the last World Cup, we almost knocked out England. England was just lucky to win on penalties, but we almost knocked them out with even 10 against 11. So the team is I think the team is solid because most of our players are playing in top leagues. Chiamaka is moving to Brighton. Jennifer from Juventus to PSG. The other girl is playing for Houston Dash, which is American soccer, is also at the top when it comes to football.
Rains a lot to Roma.
So we our players are yeah, so I think we have the potential. The team is good. I think they have that experiencce, exposure compared to previous team may be better in terms of physicality, but in terms of exposure, these people have it because before I remember those days when we play matches with all these European teams, they trash us. But I think they played the other day with Portugal. In Portugal, they held them 0-0, and the results has been very good. Even Canada was the European champions, the Olympic champions, and we qualified ahead of Canada and beat Australia in their backyard. So when you look at that before, I remember the first time that Bonfrejo took that in 1991, they lost all their matches. 3-0, 4-0, even Chinese Taipei, that last match I was expecting them to win. They lost 2-0. Lost 3-2. So they lost all their matches. So, and the other World Cup was in 1995. Also lost, almost lost. It was only one competition that they came to quarterfinal. They managed. They came tonight. So when you look at it, the team has progressed. Because of the influx of our players in various European leagues, which has developed the players unlike before. Most of those players play for all those Rivers Angels, all those, yes, Jegede Babes, all those things. So, but at least now we have.
Where is Pelican Stars? Pelican Stars of Calabar.
Yes, so we have players playing in because that was also what Western Up did. When Western in 1989, he was a person that most of the help transfer of most of our players, and they used them in Tunisia '94 to win the AFCON. So those days we have 80-90% playing in Africa. Playing not even in Africa, playing in Nigeria, playing the highest Africa then is maybe Africa Sports.
I think only Messi Akide was playing America then.
Who?
Messi Akide.
Messi Akide was the only one.
Maybe just one or two players. I know that the 80 or 90% were still playing in Nigeria. Maybe one or two, playing, but they don't really make goalkeeper. How many times? Most I remember from Patient Abbey or something. What's the goalkeeper? Is the coach now? What is this? Anna was the goalkeeper. Anna was home based. He didn't have the opportunity that Chiamaka has now, play for Paris, from Paris now to Brighton. We didn't have those opportunities those days. We were home-based players, and that was why the results were not too good. So I think the team, and Madugu, in terms of Madugu, the guy has been, to be fair to him, I think the guy has been getting the results, whether by crook or by, he has been. I remember that when when Wandi was off, he got good results against Cape Verde, 5-0, Ethiopia 4-0 or so. When Wandi came, we struggled against South Africa and Cameroon 1-0 after playing wrong. 1-1-0.
Let me tell you something. If Madugu was pushed against those Olympic qualifiers, that'd be a different story. I can tell you. See, that if they get Cape Verde in their away game, I want to.
Yeah, fantastic.
If you watch that game, that game against Cape Verde in their country.
Okay.
Away game, we won 2-1. That game, you see what Cape Verde was. If you see what Ethiopia was, and this is about, we draw 1-1 against Ethiopia.
And those are both of them are high altitude games.
Yes, we draw 1-1 against
What I'm saying is, I'm somebody that if I believe in results, if the results are there, the coach is just like I told you that a Guavon has not proved himself as a coach from under 17 to Olympic to national team to even I don't want to mention Enyimba and other teams. So, but the track record, if I dig to your archives now and go through your track record, that's what I will use. As far as Madugu is concerned, he has not failed. Good, he may not be a fantastic coach, but at least he has been. If he goes maybe for a refresher course, they can send him on a refresher course to just upgrade him.
What is refreshing? It's nothing refreshing. So,
My
So,
brother,
I just have to end it. Okay, fire something so fire as
my,
friend.
my,
So,
my
thank you for your
brother,
time.
we won AFCON.
Thank you. So,
And
Mm.
can you say with your chest out that
you can meet yourself about it.
this team
So
was
you can
built by Madugo? This is Randy Waldrum's team. This team was built by by Waldrum.
Mhm.
And this team will go to greater heights in the hands of Waldrum. Because there's no way Waldrum would have taken these girls to WAFCON without Helen Emade and Gift Monday in that being absent from that team.
Mhm.
You are celebrating just like every Nigerian, Deborah Abiodun,
Mhm.
the likes of Eshegini, the likes of Esther Koronkwo, who brought all these girls to this
It's around the
team.
world actually.
It
So
was Madugo.
it's yeah, it wasn't
Let's
Madugu.
just be realistic. Put
Yeah,
sentiments aside.
yeah,
Wardrum is why Nigeria won the WAFCON, not Madugo.
that's Madugu.
And that
So
was what he said in
Madugu will not give Ashley Tonta
IOT's
a
interview.
debut. Madugu will not. He will not give Ashley Tonta a debut. No.
He did not sugarcoat the truth. Go back and listen to IOT's interview with Wardrum.
Mm-hmm.
Wardrum knew this guy very well, more than any of us
Ah,
here.
yeah.
And that is why he believed that it is the heart of these girls that will
Yes,
see them through.
everybody. So then also, I've done
Mhm.
over my time. I've said maximum 3 hours. So thank you for your time today. I really enjoyed the conversation. Thank you. Then also. So
Absolutely.
yeah. So guys, thank you for your time today. I said maximum 3 hours is already 3:04, but I just have to let you guys actually. I really enjoyed that conversation from then also to Mr. Patrick to Mbweri, Mbweri to Mr. Edotun to Adiola, coming for the first time to talk to Temitope, joining briefly to Mr. Michael and to Charles. I really actually want to Charles. I really enjoy your contribution. Fantastic conversation. So, yes, that is the end of the show today. I want to appreciate my gifters today. Thank you for your love. Some of you have been, supporting us since day one. I thank you for your love. Thank you for your love. So I'll see you again next Friday. So enjoy yourself. So my drum was abused as a nigga coach. Initially, it was only okay, yeah. So thank you for your time. Please share the video, like the video before you leave, and also what's it called? Share with your friends too. It's a long video, but just watch the one you can watch there. Thank you and see you later. Thank you.